shit. Whew. You know, the defense was okay today. Asking them to keep a team to 10 points, that's fine. Normally, it's like their cutoff is at 17, between 17 and 20, so they kept down to 10 all game long. Fam, did Kyle go out there playing vanilla offense? Did you see anything special about the offense today? Now, I'm just wondering, are the Falcons all that good that Kyle decided? I have a feeling Kyle's keeping things under locks, for the Rams and the Seahawks. So not only did the players goof up, but I got a feeling Kyle blew this one. I didn't see anything exotic. I didn't see anything special. If we'd have ran half the plays we ran against the Saints last week, the Falcons would have known what to do. And we were out there just running basic offense. Did it seem that way to you? That was strange. And George Kittle was the only guy that was being used, and nobody else could get open all day. Nobody could get open. Well, Debo had his one shot, bounced off his chest. The return of the missed catch. That's just, I am worried about. Ben Garland, did he make a difference in that offensive line to that degree? The center in Kyle's offense does a lot of things besides just block. That's going to be an adjustment time, I guess. It's a little late in the season for that, though. I got to watch that game again and see if Weston Richburg, was he really missed that much to the point? Because they were in Dimmy's lap, like as soon as the ball was snapped, he was having to find, he has a step right, step left. There's no way he can stand there and make a throw. So it's just a very strange thing. Where did the offense go? Nothing. George Kittle. And the only reason he's winning his because he's big and strong, George Kittle. He was winning just on brute force. But what happened to them smooth, wide open plays? You tell me Dan Quinn knows the offense that well that he knows every step of the way what the 49ers are doing? Something's really strange about that game. That wasn't the 49ers offense. That was just a plain old offense. I mean, you look like the Hawks. Nothing special, just throw the ball and see if you can catch it. Oh, that's just, we deserve that. That was strange. Anyway, it's so funny. My first question was going to be, so after this game, do you believe the 49ers are a potential Super Bowl champion? That was my first question. I assumed too much. This is the last time I assumed that the 49ers, every easy-ass game, every single one we were supposed to win, we struggled like a muck. The Cardinals. Boy, it took everything the 49ers had. Both games to beat the Cardinals. The Seahawks. I mean, granted, we lost everybody in that game. We lost Kittle. Kittle didn't play. We lost Sanders. Okay. There was no offensive weapons. But they was all there today. What the hell was that? Okay, you know what? I'm going to let you get mad. I'm going to just sit back and listen. Because that was just frustrating. That made no sense. All that high-powered offense we got, and they couldn't do nothing more than what they did. What were we running? And their secondary, they're 24th ranked against the pass. We can't find no openings, no creases nowhere. Their best guy in the secondary, Trufant didn't even play. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? Let us not be 11-3. Let me stop. I stop. You can do whatever you want. I quit. I'm not doing that anymore.
I don't even care.
It's wrong.
We lose money.
They didn't mean to lose.
Go ahead and lose money on it.
God.
Dead broke up here, man.
Kenny.
I'm sorry to be jumping on you about it, but fucking every time they fucking do shit, man, I end up fucking getting phone calls about everybody, and fucking everybody wants me to do something about it. I'm like, fuck you want me to do? Go beat them up? Like,
Kenny! Kenny! I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure who's Kenny's. Kenny? Right. Kevin!
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough day. Rough day. Ronbo, I think there's a lot of things that came into today, man. I mean, we just got back from the East Coast for 2 straight weeks. I think the guys were wore out. I mean, this is going to sound like a lot of excuse making. The bottom line, we lost the game. We didn't deserve to win that game. Period.
No,
But
true.
I think what's happening, Ronbo. Losing Richburg is going to be huge,
It
unless Garland
seems.
can step up here. And it really, because I mean, Shanahan has admitted, even his dad, back when his dad was coach, that outside of the quarterback, the center is
It's the
the
most
most important
important
person on the football
position.
team
Yes.
for offense.
Oh,
And I think what happened today, Rombo, is without the center being able to call protections out, we couldn't allow our offense to operate any type of downfield passing game. Jimmy didn't have time. It was too
not a
much to put
second.
on him in a week's time, especially when they're exhausted from coming back from the East Coast. You know, you're trying to cram in a practice this week. So nothing was able to be developed. The reason Kittle got so much is because when you simplify down an offense, that's where your quarterback's going to go. He's going for
Tight
that
end.
tight end on the middle of the field or on the edges, because that's the easy passes, that's the simple offense, and that's what the center could handle as far as calling protections out on the line. And Garland's going to have to, I mean, they're going to have to do something, or we're going to be in major trouble these last couple of games.
Mm-hmm. Because if this is the best we can do offensively, oh, it's lights out. Of all guys. And I remember, what's his name? Mac. What's the Falcons' center name? Anyway, he was like a master at calling out. I remember Matty Ice didn't have to do a thing, you know. And
Absolutely.
now you're right. Richburg makes a lot of difference. Dang.
Oh, he was huge. I mean, I even called in. I mean, it's been a while since I've called in, Ronbo, but I remember the first year, I had huge doubts about Richburg, which he you know, I'm eating that crow now. I mean, he played an awesome year until the injury. So he had that center spot nailed down. And when we lost him, I mean, I know people in chat are talking about Staley and his, you know, falling apart and all that stuff. They have to understand that whole cadence and everything comes from the center, what they're supposed to do. So all those offensive linemen now are trying to they're not playing instinctually. They're having to try to play with keeping in mind that Garland's the center now, so they're going to have to cover for him. And you can't play offensive line that way.
No, you cannot. And they proved that today. Every snap. I mean, there was no protection.
But now, I will say this, one silver lining, I mean, what more could we ask for with all the injuries on defense? I mean, they played their heart out. I mean, I know we didn't get a lot of sacks. I know we didn't do as good as we have seen. But with all the people out on defense, we cannot say anything about the defense this
I
game.
wasn't. I thought they played a good game, considering all things considered.
Yeah.
They played great.
Yeah. And I really do think it just comes down to nothing was able to develop downfield. We weren't able to implement that. I don't know if Shanahan just took it out of the playbook because of Garland, or the pressure on Jimmy just didn't allow it to ever make that adjustment. But I really think the center just destroyed us today.
Well, you know, 2 weeks. They got 2 weeks, and the Rams lost today. So
2 hard weeks.
Yeah, the Rams lost today. So apparently that puts the 49ers in the playoffs, provided they win or lose.
Yeah, I do think I think we clinched the playoff spot today by the Rams losing to the Cowboys. So I'm pretty sure that clinched us the spot. I don't think we had to win to clinch. I could be wrong on that, though, but I'm pretty sure we didn't.
No, if you do the math, the 49ers, worst they can be now is 12-4. The Rams cannot achieve that mathematically. No, they can't. They've already lost.
Right.
It's too many losses for them, so they're out.
Everybody else. Hoping, getting back from this long road trip on the East Coast, and I mean, they had to have been exhausted. Those were
those are tough
those
games.
were just brawling
emotionally
games.
draining.
I mean, right. To get back, get some rest, get some home cooking, and get the center position, get a little bit of practice under their belts with him at center. We may see a turnaround. I sure hope so.
I do too, Kevin. Well, Kevin, we're going to go. We'll see you tomorrow night, all right?
All right, Ron. Appreciate it.
Hey, fam. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
All right. Take care now.
You too. I forgot we're supposed to keep it short after the game. Ken.
All right. Bye.
Kenny. I think Kenny has it on, but he's conducting something else is going on in Kenny's house. Kenny, can you hear me? Kenny. Kenny's having, there's something going on in his house. Okay. Let's go. Hey, Ellis.
Hey, Ronbo.
Ellis, you know, it can't be a coincidence. All of a sudden, our offense is just, we don't have an offense. Little do we know, Richburg means way more to that offense than anybody knew. I mean, I knew that it was an important position, just like Kevin just pointed out. In Shanahan's offense, that's one of the most important positions on the field. Now we know what that means. Ben Garland, I don't know how they're going to bring him up to speed. He's got to be able to read, identify, and translate and get to Jimmy with it, and they got to make adjustments right there at the line of scrimmage. They didn't. They ran a basic offense today. They did nothing special.
I can't do nothing but agree with you. The offense did not look like, our offense. It looked like he was, trying to take it light or something on the Falcons. I don't know what the hell's going on. It seemed like a handicap match. We just gave it to them. Really, really. I'm shocked right now.
I know.
To be honest. It was just a lot beyond. That was the worst game thus far that we played. Worse than the mistakes almost in all the other games. The last other two losses. I mean, we lost to the Falcons. It just, and clearly because we didn't play up to our full potential. The offense was not, we had George Kittle was playing, Yeah, we had nothing else other than that. The run game was shot. The pass game and other aspects aside of George Kittle was just not there at all. And the defense played, I'll say, a little bit better than us, but the defense was still allowing a lot of big plays up the field. And that zone, they're starting to expose the zone that follows running and getting a lot of passes, underneath and kind of picking and choosing which, secondary, personnel that we have that they can try to expose even more. So,
and even Marcel Harris suggested he actually started getting better and better. Early in the game, he had a couple of brain farts. From that point on, Marcel Harris made a lot of great plays. This is all on the offense today. Robbie Gould goes in and puts an exclamation point. He goes out there and he misses the field goal. I misses the point after. Not a field goal. He misses the point after attempt. What the heck?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Robbie. I don't know, man. It's just a shit going on with this team. I haven't felt confident in him as of late, especially when I heard he didn't really want to stay with us at the beginning of the year. Yeah. And it was kind of just like, he doesn't really want to be here. I wish they would have kept that rookie. I think they need to bring that McLaren back, because he's hungry. I mean, he missed a clutch overtime kick from real deep, but he's not missing those up close and personal kicks. I mean, especially not a damn PAT. That's retarded.
Well, I think he made a couple of 40-yarders, actually. I think the moment was too big for him against the Hawks, and he froze because the game was on his foot. All he had to do is put that through the post, and we win. And maybe that was too much for him. Anyway,
I don't know. I'm highly upset. I'm highly upset, champ. I can't even lie to you. I had the game recorded. I'm gonna be erasing that off of my direct TV. I don't want to watch the game anymore. We did not produce what we should have offensively and defensively. And then now we're back in the we're back in the hunt again. So we're fifth place.
Yes.
Now Seattle's first.
We got to pull up. After the game, we always go short. Tomorrow night, we'll stretch out a little longer, fam. All right?
Right on.
All right,
right on.
Have a good night.
All right.
Oh, man. Just awful. Mel. Come on, Mel.
Ronbo, what's good, my bro?
Oh, Mel. A loss that it's not this loss that's worrying me now, Mel. It's the fact that if indeed Weston Richburg is going to have this effect on this team.
Nah, we're good.
Oh, I hope so.
Nah, we're good. We're good, Ronbo. We're good, bro. It's. I don't want to, underplay it or anything, but it's one game. It really is, and our record is still stellar. The only reason we really truly feel some type of way is because of the fact that the NFC East is stinky, for instance, and they got teams fighting for playoff spots with 2 weeks left with 7 wins. So any other season or in any other conference, we wouldn't feel as bad as we feel. Now, granted, we don't ever want to take a loss. We don't like it, but we don't expect to go 16-0. And the only reason, like I said, that it means as much and it hurts as bad as it does is because with as great as our record is and as great of a season we're having, we haven't clinched, the division win. So if the Seahawks didn't have the record that they had, or if they didn't beat us and because of that own a tiebreaker right now and we moved out of first place, we wouldn't be as upset as we are. So let's just look at it this way, man. We lost 3 games this season. Think about the percentage of our own fans who said that it was a joke, like, the whole 13-3 chant. It was a joke that, oh, yeah, you guys are delusional. And so if you would have told us going into week, 15 that we'd be 11-3, we'd be ecstatic, man. So like I said, it just sucks because of the fact that it would have locked down our division for the most part. But I knew that we were going to lose, and let me tell you why. And I'm not no doubt. I knew that we were going to lose. Number one, because when you look at not just the Monday night games, but our games, especially the big ones that had a lot of meaning, they were very tight games that came down to the wire. Straight up, no matter what the team's records were or anything, came down to the wire. So I knew we were going to lose because Seattle lost last week, right? Yeah. And had we won today's game, we're pretty much a shoo-in for the division. And Week 17 versus the Seahawks means nothing. That's a huge game for the NFL. It's going to be a lot of eyes. So if it didn't really mean anything, the ratings wouldn't be as high as it was. But I knew for sure that we were going to lose. I think it was around the third quarter or the beginning of the fourth. Just listen to the announcers when you're watching games, and they'll do a whole lot of foreshadowing. Like last week versus the Saints, they kept talking about, especially at the last minute when the Saints went up, before the Saints went up, they kept saying, if the Saints go in, this will be a make-or-break moment for Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what the narrative was. That's what the focus was. Around the third or fourth quarter, it was whenever Robbie Gould mixed the extra point, the announcer said that could come back to haunt us. And as soon as he said that, I'm like, yep, foreshadowing. Then after that, you know what they started reeling off? They started reeling off stats about Matt Ryan and his comebacks. Oh, yeah, he's 9th in the league in comebacks. Oh, yeah. So when you notice a lot of that foreshadowing, So when you notice that foreshadowing, you pretty much know where the game is going to go. Same deal with last year on Monday night when we lost to the Giants and to, I think, was it Green Bay? One of those teams, both of those teams on Monday night came down to the wire, and the entire time, if we had the lead, the announcers were saying, if we had the lead in the ball, they were talking about how, might not close the game, whatever. If they give Eli enough time, then he's going to go down and he's going to take over. Same thing with what just happened. It was all about Matt Ryan is about to basically preparing us for the fact that Matt Ryan's going to bring this team back because that's what he does. Man. So I knew for sure we were going to lose at that point.
Well, Mel, it's after the game. We'll keep it short. Let's tomorrow night. We'll get into
calm
Raw.
Down, everybody. Calm down. Yeah. Calm down. We're still good. This is not anything where it's a time to panic. Like, you think we'll get it done? Man, it's all good. We didn't have anybody. Offense definitely could have played better. Defense, man, they let Julio have their way with him. I didn't understand it, but whatever. Wow. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up tomorrow. We're going to chop it up. Break this whole thing down. But everybody, calm down, y'all. We in the playoffs. Once the playoffs start, everybody has a 0-0 record anyway. So calm down.
That's true.
We got it.
So yeah,
we get our guys back. So yeah,
and it'll be different. All right, Mel. See you tomorrow, fam.
All right, my bro.
All right. And 49 Lakers, tough loss. He says, I know. Thanks for the contribution, fam. Dre, is that you, Dre? Yeah, go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, man, what's going on? What's happening, Ronbo?
Well, Dre, it's just, if Weston Richburg is going to have that kind of impact on the team, I am concerned. I don't know.
This ain't got nothing to do with Weston Richburg, bruh. We just played the damn coach that been with Kyle Shanahan for the last 2 years that knows his whole damn scheme, bruh. I don't. This ain't got shit to do with Weston Richburg, man. There was blanket coverage on every guy because Dan Quinn knows Kyle Shanahan's system, man.
But Dre,
let's just be real. And I love George Kittle, but shit, if he don't fumble the ball, we run the clock out. This has nothing.
That's true. That is one point. But Dre, the thing is, they're secondary. And they're not that kind of talented.
That's the point.
How they go blanket? How they go blanket anybody? The thing I don't understand. I really don't understand. Sanders was covered all game long. Debo was covered all day long. I don't believe that.
Ronbo, Dan Quinn, he's with the familiar coach, Ronbo. He's been with the man for 2 years. He knows his tendencies on the sideline. He knows what plays he likes to call and what situations. I'm telling you, Ronbo, that played a big factor into the game. Dan Quinn knows Kyle Shanahan. That's what it was. And we was missing. Do you guys realize we were missing more than half of our starting defensive lineup? It ain't easy.
It wasn't the defense.
Just ain't easy.
Dre, that wasn't the defense. It wasn't the defense.
I'm just saying, Ronbo, so do you really think Julio would have went off like that if Richard Sherman and K1 and Kwasi Tar was in there? Come on, Ronbo.
That's a good point.
Do you really think he would have did that? I don't want to hear that, bro. We shut down Mike Evans. I take Mike Evans over Julio any day right now. Julio body breaking down, and he damn near didn't make it through the game today. We shut down Mike. We shut down a lot of good receivers this year, Ronbo. I ain't going for that, man. We played against a coach in Dan Quinn who was very familiar with Kyle Shanahan's system. We just went through a damn gauntlet. Do you know that we just made history? We played 3 10-2 teams in a row, Ronbo. It's never been done in the history of the NFL. Man, these guys are mentally, physically, and emotionally drained.
But
I knew we wasn't. Ronbo, I knew we wasn't gonna win this game. As soon as that ball, if George Kittle fumbled that ball and it went out of bounds, and we kicked that field goal, I knew we wasn't gonna win this game. Because the Kyle Shanahan earlier in the damn season, he would have went for that 4th and 2 and put the damn mark on the game, and he just wasn't trying to do it today. Kyle Shanahan wanted to make it out of this game healthy, no matter if it was a win or a loss. And he's seen that damn Cowboys and Rams score, and he was like, all right, I ain't even tripping. Because K1 and any of those other guys, K1 would have played today. I believe Sherman would have played today if it really. Man, I'm happy we made it out the damn game healthy. Yeah. Nobody went down.
That's
some
good
guys
point.
Got some rest.
I can feel good about that. Yeah. I have to go along with that, Dre.
Quinn, who knows how? Yeah, man. It's just. Of course, I want to win, Ronbo. But you got to look at it from a standpoint of this. We clinched the playoffs. Dan Quinn knows Kyle Shanahan's systems. Kyle Shanahan didn't dig until he wasn't in his bag like he was last week. Kyle Shanahan probably ran a playbook that had 30 plays on it, and that's it.
All right.
He didn't give a damn about this game.
He
didn't give a damn about this game. Quinn knew what was coming the whole damn game. There were some plays, Ronbo, that I rewinded. Because, there were some plays that I rewinded, and I looked at it, and I said, man, Kyle Shanahan is running the same play, and he would run 3 different variations of each play. I wish we could do a thing where we could break down plays, because I was rewinding, and I said, man, I just seen that. All he's doing is flipping it, or he's putting together a different blocking package, and he's flipping the routes to one other side. So, man,
Dre,
let's just take this. We got our ass handed to us today.
And accept that for what it was. Dre, we got it's short after the game. We'll break it down on Raw tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the TNT fan, man. Trey Trez, Big Show, my player partner, Will Russo, Jerry Fresh, Shay Lewis, man, all the guys. Hey, y'all, we played Dan Quinn, and coach knows Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan wasn't in his playbook like that. We lost. It was a team we shouldn't have lost to, but you know what? We made it out of the damn game healthy, and we clinched the playoffs. We're going to go work on it and get at the Rams' ass next week. I'm faithful forever, regardless.
All right.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Dre. Good stuff, man. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. And let me give it a shot. We'll holler in here. Niners for the Rod.
Man, what's going on, Ronbo?
Rod, Dre just broke down what I was trying to figure out all game long, but yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Man, nah, man, it's okay. It's okay. Pretty much, the first few callers have pretty much all said a piece of what I thought, and I'm gonna just paste it all together, just say it a little bit better. Bottom line, let me say this right here. First and foremost, we did not deserve to lose the game. We did not. And I mean, we're not gonna make excuses first and foremost, but the whole game ended when Julio Jones was given the first down on that bad spot when he made that catch. If he had not have been able to convert that into a first down, it was over. So, I mean, it shouldn't have even gotten as far
I
as
remember that play. I got over that and forgot about it. You're right. That was not a first down.
Because I'm gonna give Kyle Shanahan the fault for that, because you're supposed to have your guys on that shit. Your guys supposed to be on that shit,
throw that
watching
flag.
those type of plays, so we can go. Yeah, okay. That's the first thing, Ronbo. Second thing, in response to you, what you said about Garland, I'm gonna have to agree with my boy. It ain't Garland, bro, because you got to keep in mind now, when Westbrook got hurt, who went in against the Saints? Garland.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
he performed. So let's not say that he don't have the potential to.
Rod,
because I mean, you got to keep in mind he was Shanahan's hand picked, man.
That's true, but it wasn't Rod's. It's not his skill. It's the things that Westbrook communicates back to Jimmy G. Is he able to read and reassemble or reline that offensive line? That's a line captain. I just wonder, does he have that ability? Kyle should have been working with him on that all along. I'm gonna
say this right here.
I hope so.
I'm not gonna dismiss it, but I'm gonna say that once again, for whatever reason, I think it was Brunskill and Garland both together that Kyle Shanahan handpicked when he cut some of the guys that were on our offensive line last year, like the former first rounder, Joshua Garnett. When he picked those guys up, he handpicked them. And none of those guys were even drafted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But last but not least, man, I know you got to hurry it up, but it's like the guy said, man, look, the 49ers have been playing such great football that loss really, really isn't going to affect us. So we should be grateful that we've been playing such good enough football that it's not going to affect us to the point where we can't still take the division.
Yeah.
But the big thing is this here, man. Guys, keep this in mind. Like I said, over 6 starters didn't play today. The thing that we need to be grateful of is this. These guys got some experience that's going to be much needed these next 2 weeks, because next game is going to be the games that we don't need to lose. Whether we lose to Atlanta than lose to L.A. and lose to Seattle. We can take this loss and take it with pride, because, I mean, it's like the guy said, we've been on the East Coast all this time. Look at the teams that we've been playing. Look at the receivers we've shut down. I'm just saying, let's not panic. And I mean, once again, 49er fans, man, let's keep it real, man. I mean, every time we have adversity during the regular season, y'all shouldn't be acting like bitches and just saying, like, the team sucks. I'm just saying.
No, it's true.
This ain't even the fucking playoffs yet.
Yeah. I just wasn't ready for that. I could see possibly losing I would have been able to picture possibly losing to the Rams next week. I cannot vision the Hawks winning, because I'm sick of watching them slide by, and I know we had a precision machine that could take them apart. But the Rams look very sharp recently. But the Falcons, ain't no way in hell I saw us losing to the Falcons. Anyway, you know what?
Bottom line
but you're right.
Bottom line is this here, man. He was right though. This guy played chess with Shanahan on the practice field with teams every day in Atlanta, man. You got to keep that in mind. They played 2 years together.
I know.
Not only that, we talk about Shanahan and Quinn, but then think about Quinn also was a mentor for Robert Saleh, our defensive coordinator.
Oh,
so that's why
good point. Tell anybody knows.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're not going to make an excuse, but let's just say we battle tested, man.
There you go.
We needed this game. We needed this loss. We got 2 more games to win. Let's win it. Give me that exit, Ronbo.
All right, Rod. I'm going to see you tomorrow night on Raw. We can stretch it out a little longer, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, fam. You ready?
Niners all day, baby.
That's right. Niners! Still the best in the NFL. Oh. All right, Rod.
That's right.
See you tomorrow, fam.
Holler back at you, Ronbo.
All right. These talks are so therapeutic. I feel so much better. Hey, Robert.
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, man. I'm not happy, man. I'm
You
really,
and me
really,
both.
really, really. I'm really upset, man. Because I mean, we had a chance to control our own destiny, man. And it's like, I mean, there's no way we should have lost to these. Excuse me for my language. These bum ass Atlanta Falcons. I'm like really, really upset. I'm like both of my teams losing to Atlanta teams, the Lakers and the 49ers. I'm like, man, I'm like
Wait,
really pissed
the
right now.
Hawks beat the Lakers?
They beating us right now as we speak. I'm like
Whoa.
really, really. I'm like,
What's
really,
God?
man.
Hawks ain't
I'm
got
like
no
really
firepower?
fucking
Okay. The world
man.
is going nuts all of a sudden.
Ronbo, I'm mad at George Kittle because we had that first down. All we needed was that first down. He fumbled that shit out of bounds. I mean, that did really piss me off. And I'm also mad at Robbie Gold because Robbie Gold, we all knew he ain't want to be there. I'm going to be honest with you, Ronbo. I'm afraid of Robbie Gold kicking us a win when we really need it when it comes to the playoffs. Yeah, we're in the playoffs. I'm not happy the way we got into the playoffs. I felt that we control our own destiny and we just blew it. I'm going to be honest with you. We just blew it. And I'm really pissed, man. I'm really, really pissed right now. I mean, I just had to let you call in and tell you. I'm really upset, man. I'm not wearing no 49er gear Saturday. I'm just fucking pissed. I love my 49ers, but I'm not wearing no 49er gear Saturday when we play them sorry-ass Lambs. I'm just fucking pissed, man. I'm really heated, man, because there's no way we should have lost to them whack-ass Atlanta Falcons and whack-ass Matty Ryan. He's whack, man. Oh, man, I'm just so fucking pissed right now, man.
Especially to lose in that fashion. We had to just control the ball last minute or so. You got to get it. You're true. We could have ran that clock out. George that first down and get another first down. Just first down him to death. Yeah. George, you know, the first time I seen on his face was sitting on the bench. He did look dejected. He knows. Because I was wondering what would happen. I couldn't see from the camera angle. I didn't know he lost the ball until he showed the replay. I said, what is George doing run out of bounds? And yeah.
And nobody touched him. Nobody touched him.
He just lost grip of the ball. He just lost grip of the ball. You can see the replay. It just slipped out his hand.
Oh, I'm so fucking hurt right now. I don't even want to see the Sunday night game. That's how pissed I am. I don't even want to look at no football, man.
It's not over yet. We just went out from here, and you still win the division.
But, Ronbo, we shouldn't have to make it hard on ourselves.
I agree.
We control everything.
I kept saying that all game long.
New Orleans, that win we had in New Orleans don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing, man.
Because we're back tied up with everybody else. That's true.
Exactly. And another thing, I'm not going to hold you, Ronbo, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go. Right. I'm pissed because if we would have won, we wouldn't have to rush back Richard Sherman for game 17 in week 17 against Seattle. We could have rested him up. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm looking at. We'd have had everything sold up. The number 1 seed, and we could have just rest players so they could get healed for the playoffs. Now, you got to play them. And God forbid, if Richard Sherman plays week 17, we lose that game plus lose them for the season. This is what I'm...
Robert, you know what, though? There was going to be no way to stop Richard Sherman from playing against the Hawks. But I know what you're saying. Why put yourself in a position where you have to play people that you could rest? But I get it. Rob, we got to go, though, fam.
Man.
I agree. I mean,
all right, Ronbo,
let's do this again tomorrow night.
You, man.
Yeah, fam.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Have a blessed one, man.
You too. We'll be all right.
All right, Ronbo.
All right,
bye.
bro. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. Dollar Bill will come on, fam.
Real quick, Ronbo, man. I'm just gonna tell you like this: the better team won, man. I'm telling you right now, the better team won.
I agree with that. He definitely was better tonight.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Shout out to Dre. Dre has some great points, man. But the thing is, 49ers, the offense could have, Chicago Shanahan and that 49er offense should have had a better. They should have better execution. The execution should have been better. Kyle Shanahan did not go in his bag like he did last week. That's what Dre said, and he's right. So I guess Kyle ran Manila plays and whatnot, but they didn't execute them better and whatnot, and that's how Atlanta got them. But I want to say this though, Calvin really out for the season. Okay, Calvin really is out for the season. So who do they have? All they have is Julio. I wonder why they never doubled Julio, made adjustments to double Julio. Who else out there on the field was going to make an impact? Hooper had a 50-50 chance of making an impact, but Julio was one. All he was doing was running crossing routes. That's
all
how
day.
He got his yards.
That's all he did.
Crossing routes. Why Saleh didn't make an adjustment to double Julio? Double Julio, then what Matt Ryan got? Julio was Matt Ryan's go-to guy all game long. All they had to do was double Julio. They didn't want to do that. DJ Reed and Kello were getting beat all the way across the field with the crossing routes by Julio. They should have had a better game plan for Julio. They should have, because there was nobody else that was going to make a play. The defensive line, they got their rushes, but they didn't finish, man. They didn't finish. They didn't finish trying to get to the quarterback. Matt Ryan escaping the pocket. Now, you know damn well we ain't supposed to let no Matt Ryan escape the pocket. The man is slow as molasses. He out there running like an old man getting the first down out there on the field. That's unacceptable.
And you know,
that's unacceptable, man.
But the thing is, that's why the defensive line couldn't get the ball. Matt Ryan had the ball out quick. And I started thinking, well, the reason he's got the ball out quick is he's immediately got receivers open. How come? Every snap,
Ronbo.
Receivers are open right away. I said, what?
Ronbo, Niners Nation and 49 Web Zone just interviewed got reports from Bosa saying Bosa didn't play his best game. He admitted he didn't play his best game. Breeder went on there and said he didn't play his best game. Nobody out there played their best game, Ronbo. I understand Kyle Shanahan didn't go in the bag. He only used the plays that he used today, but they did nobody on that field execute it. They didn't execute it, man. They did not go full throttle. And I mean, when you do that, you got teams like that to come in here and kick your ass.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, the defense stepped up a little bit in the second half, but I wonder why Saleh didn't double Julio and why he didn't sprinkle. I didn't say flow the game with blitzes, but sprinkle a little blitzes. I didn't see no blitzes in this game. If Saleh would have just sprinkled a little bit of blitzes in there, we would have got Matt Ryan, would have given him more opportunities to get the ball.
You know how they feel about that, though. That front four is supposed to be effective. I don't know.
Ronbo, it don't matter. Ronbo, it don't matter. Sometimes you got to go outside the box. You got to go outside the box. Sometimes you got to do things.
I have to agree. And Will, you know why? Because the fact is, even though they had plenty of people in coverage, it wasn't working. So blitz would have been fine today. We got to go because it's going to be short after the game. But we'll get into this tomorrow night in Raw. All right.
All right, Ronbo. It's all good, man. But I tell you what, man. The Rams in the Seahawks game, they better look in the damn mirror tonight and get their ass right.
Yeah.
Quit being hungover from New Orleans. I'm telling you, man. You got these final two games is very important. We cannot F up. And the Rams just lost to the Cowboys too. Come on, man.
Yeah,
they
ready to play next week.
Together. Man. But all right, Ronbo, man, I'm out, man. I'm
all right, fam.
I don't feel like doing my shout out, but you have a good night, Ronbo.
You too.
We'll talk to you Monday, man.
All right.
Yeah, Monday. You come back on Monday.
Oh yeah, got to do Raw. Need Raw this week badly.
Okay.
All right. Night, Will.
All right, Ronbo. All right, man. All right.
And I see Squeaky Clean. Hey, Squeaky Clean says, we are so damn good that even a loss, we clinch playoff spot. Facts. And there's something to think about. I think this has more to do with the way we lost. I'd rather they would have beat our brains out in the first half and they would just sail out very. You got to tip your hat to them and say, good game, Falcons. But it came down to the lowest seconds of the game, and they went down. And they put it in the end zone. God, it was our game. We just protect the end zone. We couldn't do it. Okay. Coach, yes, Richburg makes the difference in the middle of our O-line. He's much stronger in style compared to Garland. It shows in the constant pressure they got on us. And where were our screens? We've been crying about this for coming. Coach, maybe you can understand. Kyle does not like to deploy screens in his offensive program. When's the last time you ever seen him do that? You know what really scares me? The Harbaugh didn't either. We don't run screens in San Francisco. That's really Daryl.
Yo, Ronbo.
Daryl, the unthinkable, right? Yeah, I tell you. We were supposed to be favored by 10 points to win that game. I think we lost by 10 behind that BS ball he picked up and walked into the end zone with at the end. After we were running our little razzle-dazzle, it was not working.
Just disappointed overall. Even though a few days ago when we talked about all of us, people that called in talking about, we fear that this is a trap game.
Yep.
And it was. It clearly
use
was.
the word.
Obviously. Yeah. We didn't want to use the word, but hey, we didn't know it, but I mean, not only we knew it, but the coaches knew it. Like what Shanahan said, hey, to them, this is like their Super Bowl for the Falcons. And if we don't play like it's our Super Bowl, then we're going to get our asses kicked.
Yeah, we did.
Pretty much, because you look at it defensively, the defense played okay on some points, but once again, Julio Jones was clearly their whole fucking offense. Excuse my language, but fuck, dude, his whole fucking offense. That's all Julio Jones was.
Yep.
And why wouldn't you double team? Put like Marcel Harris, put the safety on, because Mosley and Witherspoon were both getting beat bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it was a mismatch from the start. Even why would you put Mosley on Julio? Because at least Witherspoon has, the height. They both match for height. I think over 6'3". So what do you got to lose? Or you never know what might happen. Why not?
Daryl, do you think fatigue, and you know about mental fatigue, right? Are the 49ers burning out? Did we hit a peak? I'm a little worried about that. We haven't had a rest since week 3. And I'm thinking the eye of the tiger wasn't out there today. I don't think there was no killer attitude. I think the 49ers, hopefully they can cruise through this game. I mean, and just like you just mentioned, this was their Super Bowl. Atlanta Falcons. The lowly Falcons came in and beat the number 1 NFC team. And they're going to go back to Atlanta and they're going to feel real good about themselves. Meanwhile, we're sitting there thinking, what? And I don't know I just don't think they were out there with any intensity to win that game.
But they clearly were not a team that's just going to sit there and just take it, because they were obviously going to fight. Because what if they got to lose? And there's just so much to say, a lot of things to say. But I know we got to keep it short today. But defensively, I think the pass rush, got better in the second half a bit. But I think that the defensive ends were over pursuing, because how is Matt Ryan able to escape the pocket like that? How many
times? Oh
my God.
Oh.
It's like, man, we were thankful we didn't have to play like Russell Wilson or Lamar Jackson, man. But Matt Ryan, come on, dude. Come on. That guy is probably slow as Tom Brady, or just as slow or worse.
Oh, I'd love to see him and Tom in a foot race. That would be hilarious. Yeah. I have no idea. And that we pursued, you would see a wave of red going right. I haven't seen that in a long time. That worried me. We used to see that all the time with our defensive front. But today I seen that on several different games. So, oh, God, guys, you ran right by him. I've not seen that in forever. So, I don't know what's going on with that.
I know.
It is something to think about, though.
Yeah, for sure. And I just feel the defense, I just feel like they should have, sent a jailhouse blitz on the last play when it came down to that, when they had, just said, why not?
What do you got to lose?
Because I knew he was going to throw to Julio. Even on that drive, I knew it. Once they got the ball, I knew it. Julio, Hooper, Julio again. I know it.
We got to go. But you know what? The writers are going to hit that. They're going to hit that hard. Why, in that situation, don't you just send the whole house? Jailhouse break, baby. You ain't got nothing to lose because you got him right there. Like you said, they know where the ball's going. Get Ryan. No, we sat back and we played our defense. Hey, you know what? Let's get together on this tomorrow. We got a lot of folks who want to holler tonight, and always short of the game. All right?
All right, then, Ronbo. You have a good night.
You too.
And we'll talk more about it tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night. Oh,
you too.
And I Squeaky Clean. Squeaky Clean. What's up? And Jay Aguilar. Hey, you, fam. Thanks for the contributions, guys. Oh, God. Anyway. Hey, T-Roy.
Hey, Ronbo. What's up?
T-Roy. 11-3. We just feel it's right call for 11-3, but you know what? It's fine. They're in the playoffs. They've done a great job for us this year. The more I think about it, I'm calming down. I'm getting over it. But you go ahead. What are you thinking?
I don't want to get you all riled up.
No, I'm cool.
Because I know how your heart is.
I'm relaxed.
Your heart you're gonna spasm and some bad stuff's gonna happen. But
I'm
no,
good.
here's my biggest takeaway from the game, and this is what angers me the most. Dudes were making bad mistakes all over the field, and I do believe it's related to the 3-game stretch that we did have. I think they're exhausted, but there's some things like Breda when he fumbled that ball.
Oh,
all right. The play right before that, he fumbled the damn ball. But it got kicked out of bounds or whatever happened. He fell back on it. How do you not know to hold on to the ball twice as hard that next time after you just fumbled the ball?
He's out of
And then you put them on the 20-yard line or something. Yeah. Then they put them on the 20-yard line or something.
As I remember, I know they had great field position.
Yeah, and then there are things that you just see and you just can't believe that the Eric Armstead. I can't listen. I know everybody's saying he's doing better this year, and I agree that he's done better this year than he has in the past. But I watched him taking plays off. That boy will make contact with an offensive line guy, and then just stand up and take a step back, and just stand there and let everybody else do the work. When he's 6'7", can get in the backfield, and on certain games he has, but tonight he was just dogging it, and I was pissed watching him because I was like, oh my God, he could easily get in the backfield. It's just him, but he's waiting for everybody else to get in there. And I hate that. I last year when he was running, remember when Russie was taking off and he just kind of nonchalantly gallanting through the backfield, pretending to run. I don't like that pretending bullshit that he does.
I don't know.
Now, the only thing that I would say that is the biggest factor that really angered me about the game, and I think there were some things they did good, but for the most part, you're right. They didn't have the eye of the tiger. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Walsh would have never put up with that. And I'm just saying from a standpoint of looking at Kyle, he may act like, oh, I'm internally mad, I'm an angry guy. But you know what? Every once in a while, Walsh went over to the side and he chewed out his fucking star quarterback. He got in their business and he said, you get your acting gear, get your head in the game. I've never seen that from Kyle. And that really pisses me off because he needs to be more a little more in your face. A little more in your face instead of being this millennial, it's okay, dude, it's all right, everything's going to be fine. Oh, I really wish we could have done better, but, well, that's what happens in games. No, you jump your guys' asses until they get it right. What's number 32? Do you know number 32? Is that Marcel Harris or somebody?
Yeah, is Marcel 132? Koski T. Yeah, okay.
Anyway, it's the last drive of the game, right?
Yeah.
I'm a nobody. I just watch football. But how do I know not to let that fool get out of bounds and stop the clock?
I know.
Warner had to go over there and tell him, dude, you let him. He took the wrong position. He took the inside position, didn't take the outside position, which would have never left those 4 seconds on the clock.
There was so many miscues. T-Roy, we keep it short after the game. Let's get together tomorrow night on Raw, and everybody will break these things down. All right?
Okay, I'm going to put out an APB right now, just so you know. I ain't heard from Namin in forever. He still owes me some fried rice and some shrimp.
Oh, that's right. 32. You know what? That's DJ Reed. And DJ Reed was playing in K1 Williams plays 32. So I just, All right. Anyway, T-Roy.
Even a lowly person like me knows to keep that guy on the inside of the line.
I don't know what they're doing there. Anyway, we'll get into this tomorrow. We'll get a little more time, all right?
All right. All right.
D-Roy.
Hey, listen, man, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much. And
Thanks,
shout out
D-Roy.
to all the Niner family. We love everybody. We're going to get this done, but, man, we're making this
just got to
harder
go
on
through
ourselves.
this. I agree.
All right.
Night, fam. And I see Cynthia. She says, hey, the Falcons also beat New Orleans. Dre made some excellent points. And for the first... Okay, well, I could have finished that one. Okay. Squeaky Clean says, does anyone else have a problem with Richie James in the return game? Too many touchbacks and fair catches. Everybody's crying about Richie doing it. I wish the reporters would ask Kyle about that. God, Richie James often waves his hand on balls that could possibly be returned. Is that something you've asked him to do, or what's going on with that? I'd love to be a reporter to ask. I want to see what Kyle says. Well, Richie probably makes his own calls on those. We don't say anything about that. But Squeaky, thanks for the contribution. Also, Cynthia says, Dre made some excellent points, and for the first time in 7 years, we're in the playoffs. Yeah, Cynthia, thanks for the contribution. It's true. We've gotten spoiled, all right? We went from winning 4 and 5 games a year in 6. Now we can't handle a third loss after the whole season. I just didn't like the way we lost. Dancing with Nintendo Stars, I blame the game on Shanahan. 4th and 2 on the 35. Go for it. Don't put the game back in Ryan's hands, especially when the D is struggling. I am so pissed. Thanks for having the contribution. I feel you on that. I thought he was going to go for first down with 2 yards, and I really felt like we could have made it too. Give it to Mostert and let him go. Oh, yeah, sorry. Dre Phantoms, come on in. Dre? Hello. Hey, Rick.
Ronbo.
Rick.
I need it.
Oh,
Hot.
Man. So, Rick, so let's go ahead and spend it. We only got 3 minutes or so. Rick, get it all off your chest.
Give me an installment. Sunday Night Heat.
There you go. It's Sunday night. We ain't wait till Monday night, and let me holler at you. Go ahead, Rick. Let me have it, man.
Kyle Shanahan. Let me holler at you, man. These play calls, man, this is the shit that got you beat in the Super Bowl. Why do we stop running the ball? We kept passing the ball. Why was we passing? Run the ball. Mostert was gashing them. I'll take 3 runs in a row for 4 yards. Guess what? That's the first down every time. Come on, Kyle. He's letting his ego get to him. He thinks every play that he calls is going to work every time. He thinks his plays are so damn good that they're going to work every time, and they don't. I'm heated at Kyle. This is on Kyle.
Well, Rick, the first place, he didn't even bring Kyle brought a very basic bag of football. He didn't do anything special.
Indeed.
Didn't run any. I didn't even see any misdirection plays. I don't know what. Maybe did somebody think that this team was going to be easy to beat? I don't know what the 49ers are doing in this game, but I felt like I was watching a preseason offense. The reporters. I got to see the press conference. I'm sure the reporters were curious about that. That's really strange.
I will say, at the end of the game, though, that last drive for Atlanta, they was hiding Julio. They was hiding him. Kept putting him in the slot. Kept moving him around in the slot. They was hiding. I think he would have been shut down if he stayed outside. He kept hitting them crossing routes from the slot, man. Nobody made any adjustments. And I agree with the other caller. That last play, you got to send the house.
Yeah.
You got to send everybody.
You ain't got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
And Matt Ryan had far too much time to throw. Whew.
Oh, yeah. We couldn't get no push. No push whatsoever.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Is the injuries taking a toll? What's going on?
Probably. And not only that, you know what? We had our bye week in week 3. I don't ever want us to see a bye week that early again. Though, like everybody, your bye week should be in week 7, 8, 9, ideally. You need a crack in that schedule right around that time. So the 49ers might be
And I don't want to
tired.
hear the excuse of them being on the East Coast. I don't want to hear the excuse of them being on the East Coast. They don't get no more excuses. We playing for the number 1 seed. You got to be focused. You got home field advantage on the line. You come out here and lay an egg against Atlanta. I don't even care how terrible the defense played. Our offense should lift them up.
Yeah, good point.
How is none of our receivers getting open?
That is a mystery to me. I do not understand. All you guys are covered. The Atlanta Falcons are not that good in coverage. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at the game again, but I do, so I can look closely. Are they really blanketing that second? That second is really blanketing our receivers? Anyway, Rick, we got to go. I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. We're going to have some more answers. People are going to study up on this and see what the story is, and we'll talk about it some more.
Yep.
All right.
I'll holler at you tomorrow.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right.
Man. And let's see. That's I'm going to pronounce that one time with the consonants and vowels are JYAPTR. Patras. He says, can I get a shout out? It's my B-Day, Rob. 49ers clinch. The 49ers did not clinch. But, yes, we're going to sing Happy Birthday song. Can we wait till tomorrow? I can't sing tonight. I'm just so upset. I'm trying not to be. So, hey, get back to me tomorrow night. I promise you I owe you the birthday song. No? Production says, sing that song, Ronbo. And we need to stop being mad. We really do. We're 11-3. When was the last time we was 11-3? So with that said, how do I pronounce this? So I'm gonna call you Jay Patras, right? Jay Patras. Here's what I need. Happy Niners birthday to Jay Patras. Happy Niners birthday, J.Y. Petras. Happy Niners birthday, Jay Patras. I hope you enjoyed. It's too bad we didn't win the game, but yeah, Happy birthday, fam. All right. Hey, let's go to 409 in Texas.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah, we just sitting back here wondering what the hell happened, but it's all good. It ain't like we're like we didn't lose no game that took us out of the playoffs or put us out of position to win the NFC. Everybody's gonna say, well, it looks like now the Seahawks gonna do as much we protest. This is what I don't want. Here they come. Yeah. What is your name, by the way? I was going on. What is your name?
This shorty doo-wop Niner Baptiste.
Did you say shorty doo-wop what?
Niner Baptiste.
Niner Baptiste? Are you Baptiste or Baptiste?
Baptiste.
Baptiste. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Niner Baptiste?
Yes, correct. Hey.
Yeah.
Right. Ronbo, I really think they were playing to stay healthy. I don't think they really played balls out football. They did not really go lights out. I mean, they really played to stay healthy, but they wanted to win the game at the same time. I don't think they gave it 100%.
It's tough to do, ain't it? George Kittle looked like he was playing all out, though. But then again, you've seen George Kittle laying on the ground. The dude tackling him. George is laughing so hard. I'm starting to wonder, what did they discuss all weekend before this game? Go ahead and lay some more light on it. Let me see if I can feel it.
In my opinion, I think they wanted to go out there, have some fun, put on the show, and stay healthy because they already beat up. They got, 9 guys on IR?
At least 6 that I know. Maybe.
I think it's 9 if you count.
Oh, yeah, totally.
McKinney,
I mean, guys, I wasn't counting everybody that hadn't been with us all season, but yeah, they may have more than that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But I really don't think they played to win the game. They didn't play lights out. The offense wasn't showing up. The defense didn't really put on a show that they normally put on. In my opinion, I think they just played to stay healthy for the playoffs.
I can believe it because we can't afford any more injuries. I was worried. You know what I worry about the most? I worry about George Kittle. I worry about Fred Warner. I said, I'm thinking to myself, good God. I worry about Nick Bosa. You know, we got 3 or 4 guys. If we lose any one of these guys from this point on, we got trouble. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's looking forward to the playoffs. I think he wants to keep his team as healthy as possible
And he
so
doesn't
they
care
can
whether we play
probably make a long and make a run for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. And this Kyle might not be worried about no home field advantage. He just says,
Right.
I'd rather go to Dallas anyway because the Dallas ain't got
Exactly.
nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. Growing up in Texas, which I live in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma now, I just kept my same number.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up in Texas, there's a lot of fanatics out there. I'm talking about family members, co-workers, neighbors. Everybody's a fanatic. Even being closer to Houston, there's more Dallas fans around the Houston area than there are Houston fans in the Houston area.
No, hey, the
Isn't that
Cowboys.
crazy?
The Cowboys is more than just a team. The Cowboys represent many things to people. As soon as they start calling America's team, everybody in the NFL got mad. And I understand what's going on in Dallas and in Texas with that, as far as that, because they represent more than just a football team. So yeah, I can see what you're going up against.
Right. Well, Ronbo, it was nice talking with you, brother.
Hey, but not a Baptiste? Is it Baptiste or Teast? Baptiste.
Baptiste. Yes.
Baptiste,
It's like Bat
yes.
and then
Teast,
sir.
Baptiste. I got to remember that. All right, fam. Appreciate you getting in here. And you hold it down for us because the Empire, no matter where we are, we still represent. Even the Cowboy fans,
right.
I don't care where they at.
Me neither.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good one.
Hey, Nada Baptiste came in, and you know what? I still wonder. We'll never know, though. Were the 49ers serious about this game, or were they trying to play cautiously? Drake Phantom.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Dre Phantom, man, we're sitting here, and you know how we're coming up with our own theories now because we're left to our own devices to try to understand what in the hell happened, right? But I kind of like this because when I seen George Kittle land on the ground laughing his ass off after that guy blocked him out of the play, we just got a touchdown. But George just laughed so hard. I said, George enjoys pain.
Tell me about it, for real.
But what are you thinking?
For real. I'm in agreement with a lot of players. I think Kyle pretty much called a injury safe game plan is what happened versus it being more of like Atlanta having our number. Mm-hmm. I don't really think they had our number like that. Because you could even, like, the last few plays, and, like, a lot of callers are saying, why was Julio so wide open on those drives down the field? And the way we were defending so close to the goal line, it was just like the other caller said, I feel like we wanted to win, and if we won, we would have been good with that. But injuries was definitely seemed like a very important part as well. Like, if we can go out here and win with this game plan and play this way, we'll do that. And if we lose, we lose. But I have a question for you. So I think we're tied with Seattle 3-1 in the division with them having the tiebreaker because they beat us. So would it have come down to these last 2 games regardless if we won today? That's where I'm a little confused at how that works.
Yeah, and in fact, they're going to use different variables. If we go into that game, both of us have the same 3-loss record, and we do beat them. No, we give them a 4th loss.
But no, I mean,
I just realized.
I mean, we're 3 with Seattle and we are 3-1 in the division. So this game, Atlanta. Go ahead.
No, division play won't win. Let's say we both go into the game. This is week 11, 12, 13. 11, 12. Yeah, we're both 12 and 3. So obviously, if we win, then the Hawks will be 12 and 4, and we'll be 13 and 3, right? So that takes off. We still win the division by the record, I think. Because because heads up competition, you can't. Yeah, that negates the interconference thing, and we're both 3-1. So that would be that they would now be 3-2. We would be 4-1, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we went out. But the point I was getting to was this Atlanta game. I think whether we won or lost, it still was going to end up coming down to these last two division games, I think is the point I was trying to make. And I could be wrong. The callers could come in and clarify that up if I'm incorrect. But
no, a tie.
Nevertheless,
I know what you're talking about now. You know what, Dre? A tie. Let's say they were one game behind us. We were we're 13 and 2. They got that third loss. A tie, if they would have won, due to the fact that heads up they beat us twice, the crown goes to them.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the way that would work.
Yeah.
So now, whoever wins that last game wins the division. If we don't lose any more between now and then, and both teams win all the way in, that's that. Yeah.
Right. Right.
All right.
And I know we're keeping it short tonight.
Yeah. So we got to go.
But yeah, we'll catch up. Yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow, man. It's good talking to you.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Drake Phantom.
You too.
Yeah. Hey, Paul.
Ronbo, I'm gonna put this one on Robert Saylor, man. This one goes on Robert Saylor. He's got to take this one for the team, man. Because I'm saying, you see Matt Ryan back there, and he's got all the time in the world to make a pass. I mean, I know our front four is so elite, and he's gotten so spoiled. So, we're leading the NFL in sacks, and he hasn't had to blitz. But don't you see, Matt Ryan's not getting touched all game long.
Yes.
How do you not blitz the man? Even just like a safety sneaking in, or send one linebacker, or send two linebackers and let one drop into coverage. Matt Ryan had all the time in the world because we were only sending the front four at him, and it was all game long. He did not make any adjustments, and I blame this on Robert Saylor, not our defensive players, because Mosley balled out. He played hard. Harris had a great game, so it wasn't the players. It was Robert Saylor's defensive play calling. That's my opinion. As far as everyone thinking, Shanahan played under Quinn. He knew his game. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you really think, even if this was Pee Wee football, you don't know, Kyle Shanahan doesn't know that he's going against the coach that he was under for so many years. You think he's going to come with the same playbook and the same plays? That man's smarter than that.
I agree. And also, his playbook has shifted some since he was in Robert. He may know some of his tendencies, but I don't know that he should know. Paulie, Kyle didn't dial up any plays today. I didn't see him dial anything up. I saw basic football.
Absolutely, 100%. And I really can't. This game was such a, one of them games where I can't put a finger on what the hell happened to it. What was the problem here? But all I just saw was that Matt Ryan, we didn't even touch him. I think we had maybe one or two sacks, but I didn't see him get touched other than that. He wasn't even, after the pass, he wasn't touched.
He was pressured.
You're not bringing no pressure.
He was pressured. Right. He was pressured pretty good. He threw the ball a lot of times before he wanted to, but still, he wasn't.
Yeah, because that's because our front four were getting through.
Yeah.
Armstead played a hell of a game because he was getting in there, and of course, Bosa, always, is the energizer bunny. He does not stop. So he was getting in. But if you would have sent one linebacker, or if you would have just maybe snuck in the strong safety and blitzed them, maybe we could have, we could have put a little bit more pressure. And that last play of the game, everybody in the world knows that ball's going to Julio Jones.
Now you need to send that blitz. Yeah.
Hey, why do you not double Jones? Why would you not one time? Mosley, he played great, and it's not on him at all. But you have a backup cornerback coming in, and you're putting him against arguably the best receiver in the game, because we all know he's the highest paid. And you don't give him any help. You don't, especially on that last play. And you had said, I would have sent everybody just go. That's it. Everybody
I know.
attack
If you're
Ryan.
gonna call it,
Just
you're
throw.
gonna call it all out blitz. That's what you call it. I think the 49ers they're gonna die by this rule. 49ers feel like their front four is going to be adequate enough, and they got 7 guys in coverage.
Right.
They're thinking that that's going to be
Yes.
adequate. It didn't work today, and I don't know how Matt Ryan got loose out of that
Exactly.
pocket. But when he was running around, Matt
Exactly,
Ryan
Ronbo.
does not
That's
run
exactly
around.
it.
So it's strange.
No,
But
but that's exactly the point I was
Paul-
trying to make. Like, yeah, I mean, he did throw the ball a little earlier than usual, but you hit it on the head, Ronbo. They did not change. They didn't send anybody else after him. He relied because he's been so successful with it all season. Oh, my front four is going to handle their business, and it didn't work today. So you know what? Help him out. Throw the linebacker in there.
I'm hoping,
I know you got to keep it short, Ronbo.
Yeah, we got to keep it short,
But
Paulie.
you know
But
what? Let me just say one thing before I go. Just remember, it was less than 3 years ago when Jed York lit that bomb and blew up our whole organization. Less than 3 years. And you know, it's a 5-year rebuild. Here we are 2.5 years later talking about a Super Bowl. So we are way ahead of the game, Ronbo. I'll get you tomorrow on the show.
All right, Paulie.
We got a lot to look forward to.
All right, fam.
All right,
have
Ronbo.
a good night. All right. And let's. Hey, James, come on in, James. Okay, Jordan Barrett. I see it's not necessarily the loss that pisses me off, but it's all the Seahawks fans calling back out of the hole. Listen, that's just how rough their life is. Ignore the Seahawks. They know they're below whale crap right now, and everything that happens to them, anything that happens to superior talent is going to give them a rush. Let them have their moment. Don't give in to it. Ignore them. They'll be back in their place soon, which is below our feet. Hey, James, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
James, we're trying to figure out, did the 49ers take that game seriously? Did they really get beat? It's really a mystery because Kyle looked pissed on the sidelines, so I don't think it was actually the plan to just relax, or they played themselves thinking, we all that. We ain't got to worry about this team. Take it easy today, guys. Let's come out of this game with no injuries. I don't know. Because they can't beat the 49ers. I don't know what happened there.
Well, I will tell you this much. I think they came out with a mindset like, we're going to hang in there. We're a diehard team. And, they're not going to be able to take us down, and we're just that good. And got a little cocky. And maybe. I will say this much. I said it before, and I heard a caller when you first had got started that said we should bring McLaughlin back. McLaughlin is an Indianapolis Colt. Okay? They snatched him up 2 days after we put him on waivers. Okay? Or the practice squad. Well, we put him on waivers. We waived him. The Colts snatched him up. He's a Colt now. He ain't a 49er no more.
Who are you talking about?
Tyler McLaughlin, that backup kicker.
Oh, that kicker. Yeah.
Okay. Missed the field goal against the Seahawks. He's a Colt now. And with that being said, I had said I thought it might have been a bad move because I just don't sometimes – I haven't been trusting Robbie Gould since he started that issue in training camp. And today – he misses an extra point after a touchdown.
Robbie! Oh, don't remind me.
No, had he made the extra point, we at least go into overtime with him, or hopefully, I said, wow, if we would have made that extra point, Dan Quinn would have wanted to get cocky and go for it, and he would have probably not made it, and we would have still went to overtime and had a chance. But here's what I do know. Today, Deebo Samuels dropped a critical ball.
All times.
George Kittle does not drop balls and fumble, nor does Matt Breida. But all three of them had an issue today. Deebo Samuel, Matt Breida, and George Kittle.
My boy Kendrick missed one too.
Yeah, and I will say this much. The defense all year long, every big time quarterback we play, those edge rushers in the front line, they'll go right to where they see that they're shoulder length with him and spin off of the blocker and go to the quarterback. They weren't doing that today.
Spinning out of the play, exactly. And Ryan,
I agree.
who has no,
I agree.
He runs for like 5 and 6 yards. What?
This guy's not mobile at all. How does he get out of the pocket every single play? Then DJ Reed has a brain lapse. Okay, instead of tackling the guy in bounds, Fred Warner went over to him like, yo, what are you doing? He tackles him in bounds. They don't be able to get back on the line of scrimmage. The 4 seconds runs out before they can even snap the ball. And then Akello Witherspoon, Akello was getting burned off the very start of the game. He started that hand throwing around, looking for help, like, hey, where y'all at? Where y'all at?
And he got beat.
He got beat on the first touchdown.
And it playing just, too far off.
What I don't understand, why didn't – I know this is late to say this, and I'm mad just like the rest of this empire and the faithful and everybody else that's a 49ers fan. We didn't need to have this stumbling today, okay? Because now we're the 5th seed. We've got to win both of these games just to make the playoffs. And then if we don't, if the Saints happens to get a game ahead of us, then we got to go back to New Orleans. Yeah, man.
James, we're in though because the Rams lost. But James, we're gonna get into this more tomorrow because we can keep it short after the game like we do. Yeah, but James, I know you feel it. We'll see you on Raw tomorrow. Okay.
All right, man. All right, just keep our heads up and Niner Empire, Niner play. We'll see if they got any guts and glory all the way on out through this. I know they do. Let's just hope they do. And hopefully we get our starters back because we had our 4 today.
Yeah, that's true. All right, fam. All right. See you tomorrow.
All right, Niner Empire.
There you go. Harold.
What's up, Ronbo?
Harold, I know it's like Breno says, we're already in the playoffs. We win the next 2, and we're another number 1 seed. We really need to remember that. Harold, go ahead, Harold. You know what? Let me go ahead.
Yeah. So George Kittle, 13 receptions. The next person, 2.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
It's killing me too.
That is ridiculous.
I don't understand. Nobody else could play today?
Nobody, man. I don't know if it's due to injuries, but the last couple of games, our defense has not been elite. I don't know if it's getting predictable. We're playing that same shell cover zone that we play every game. I don't know if that's getting too predictable, but our defense has not been elite.
Yeah.
Our defensive line has not been as effective as we were, like, let's say, the first 10, 11 games. The opposing offenses are kind of figuring us out. They throw screens on early downs.
And get rid of that ball.
You know what I'm
quick.
Yeah,
everybody.
Get it out.
Get
quick.
it out now.
Every team is doing it.
Yeah.
First down is a screen every single time, I promise you.
They never run the ball anymore. They do. No. But it's when they do pass, ain't nobody looking downfield.
It's 3rd and short or 2nd and short. You know what I'm saying? That they run at that point. And then our defensive line, it seems like it's Bosa or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. That's so sad.
It's Bosa or nothing. Bosa or nothing?
DeForest Buckner, what happened to him? They're just taking him all the way out. And now that they've got Bosa raising hell, Buckner should be loose most of the time. Eric Armstead's taking advantage of it. I'm a little concerned. I don't want to be critical of him, but I'm wondering, where is he now? I got to watch closely. Maybe they're double and triple teaming him or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Our defensive line is at its best when it's Bosa and Ford on the outside and Buckner and Armstead on the inside.
Yeah.
As far as the pass rush, I do like DJ on the run.
DJ on the run.
But I don't care if Ford sits out into the playoffs. We need a healthy Ford back.
Yeah.
We need a healthy Ford back to be effective to the point where I feel comfortable with only rushing 4, since we're not going to blitz apparently. You know what I'm saying? If we have Ford out there with both on the outside and Armstead
and Buckner in the middle, we'll be all right.
We're back to normal.
But until then,
but you know what I worry about? Not having home field. That means you got to go to places like Green Bay, and you know the weather's like in those places now. I don't know the 49ers can play their best football in them kind of conditions. Well, they ain't got no choice unless they win out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We got to catch Seattle. I think we'll beat. I mean, the Rams look terrible today against Dallas. I think we'll get
Which
them.
is strange. I thought they was ready to go. They beat up Seattle last week. Just beat them to death. And then they can't beat the Cowboys? I'm surprised. But then, you know what they said about us in L.A., don't you? The Rams, the 49ers couldn't beat the Falcons? Any given Sunday, things be happening. God.
I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the Cowboys today because they got us in the playoffs. Though I'll tell you that. That's the only time I'll be thankful for them. But it just means that we don't have to beat the Rams next week. But
no, we do. We need to win out so we can beat the Hawks in the last game and still win the division. But we got to go, fam. We always keep it short after the games. Let me see tomorrow, okay? Okay. If you get hung up, it's not me. Hey, Bill.
Ronbo.
Yes, Bill.
I'm eating some tacos. I'm extremely mad. I have one question. When the game is called, are they allowed to go back and review it after they say the game's over?
A bunch of people are asking about that. I don't know.
I said that I saw that there was no touchdown. They said 1-0, and they said end of game. If you call it end of game, oh, wait a minute, let's review. But you hit 0, you call end of game. Oh, let's go ahead and review. But wait, wasn't it the end of the game?
And, if it's not within the last 2 minutes, you're right. I heard that rule. They're not supposed to be reviewing that. Game over. No. Bring it back. All touchdowns are reviewed.
No, we can go back to how dirty they did, but when you say game, ain't that over?
I thought. I guess not.
Because they said they won't. This is what they did. They won't. For the last picture, the last of it, they won 0, and the official came out and said game over. He said game over. And then the other official comes over, we're going to review the touchdown. But you can't do that. It's game.
Well, you know what? I wish we could go back and get an appeal and see if that's the case and give the 49ers that win. Bill, did you think the 49ers...
I'm going to do about that. I'm going to go to Shanahan, okay? This is okay. Y'all say you're comfortable with these people, I'm going to go get Antonio Brown.
It's...
Antonio Brown.
I wonder if they would have thrown to him.
Because I'm going to tell you what. We don't get Antonio Brown, guess who's going to the Super Bowl? And you ain't going to hear it. It ain't going to be us. The script, I saw a script earlier in the season that said we were going to lose to Atlanta in a dramatic fashion. What happened?
What? You said you heard what?
There's a script. I have to look at the week, and I have to sit with you. A guy called it that we're going to be hosting the playoffs, and we're going to be in the wild card, and we're going to end up. Green Bay's going to be put in the wild card. They're going to be a team in the bye week. We're going to be the team in the bye week. We're going to get home field advantage, and Rodgers is going to beat us to go to the Super Bowl.
You never know what's going to happen. I don't know.
Are accurate to T. Now, we don't want that to happen. Shanahan to either pick up Brown
Bill,
or find his way out.
Bill, forget
I'm
it.
sorry, but Brown is not guilty. He's being dismissed.
He's not.
We need to pick up Brown, quit playing these games. The defense is going to be sleeping next week. I'm sorry.
They're not going to do it.
After the Raven game.
Bill, I assure you, you will never see Antonio Brown in a 49ers uniform. It's never going to happen.
It's not going to happen. I know. And we're not going to go to the Super Bowl either. So, you know what?
Well,
we just might as well sit back and relax because if the script is going to hold to a cue, it's going to be Green Bay going into it because we're not wanting to win. Our defense is sleepy. They're sleepy since the Baltimore game. Actually,
listen, Bill,
game.
Bill, I got a feeling here's what's going to happen, all right? The 49ers are as pissed off probably 3 times more than we are right now sitting in that locker room. You watch, see what they look like in the next 2 weeks. And you know what? If anything, have sympathy for the Hawks. Listen, wait, let me finish this. They went into New Orleans and went buck wild. They have that ability. So you'll have satisfaction coming up because when they go into the clink, they're going to close that place. I can almost assure you of that. But, Bill, listen, we got to go, though. Tomorrow night on Raw, we can get a little more time in, okay?
Man, I'm not speaking on behalf of the fans. I'm not speaking on behalf of you. I want them to hear they need to quit sleeping and wake up if they want to have a shot at the Super Bowl.
And
We
bring
may never
Antonio
see
Brown. I get it. Bill, we got
I want you to do a Niner shout out before I go.
You say you want to do what?
You do one. I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
All right, you got it. Niners for Bill and Antonio Brown. Bill, I'll see you tomorrow. We really got to go. We got a lot of folks who want to say hi, and we'll just see. We'll stretch it out on Raw, okay? And we go to Tony. Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony, you know what? I think tomorrow, after I always get over these games, tomorrow I'll wake up and say, we probably overreacted. And in fact, we should, the 49ers are allowed to lose one here and there. It's not like the end of the world and Chicken Little with the sky falling. Yeah. But it's about the Falcons more than anything else. I mean, we go through Green Bay.
That's right, Ronbo.
We beat San Antonio. I mean, we beat the Saints. And then we turn around and lose to the Falcons.
Complacency's a... What did I say before? Complacency's a bitch.
Yeah.
And if these guys wanted to come and play against the best team and notch it up on their belt, that's when they play their best football. And when we beat the Saints, this is the way I look at it, Rombo. We had the foot on the throat of the Seahawks. Now, I know the Lambs got pumped with 44, but
what? I don't understand that.
Even then, they got 44 points against them. Even then, they're going to come out of the tunnel when we play them. They're going to say, "Hey, these San Francisco mofo's lost against the Falcons." Man, if they can't win against the Falcons, they're not going to beat us.
No.
So
could it be a
now,
ploy? Could this all be
Seattle,
a part of a master plan?
Seattle, I hope it is, but Seattle, that's going to be their motivation. They're going to say, "Oh, they lost against the Falcons. We're going to whoop that ass."
The Hawks know they're not good. They escaped again today. I mean, Carolina made about 45,000 errors and everything else. I quit watching that game because it's like getting on my nerves. I come back and I'm like, oh, good. Here we go. The Hawks Houdiniac. They're going to escape again. And it's got 2 minutes to go, and all the Hawks need to do, and all the Carolina Panthers need to do is get a touchdown, and they win. And I said, Hawks are such a joke. They get away with this more than any team I've ever seen. But you know what? That's fine. It's going to run out.
We're supposed to be building momentum towards the end of the season, not losing against teams like this. But anyhow, we'll see how it pans out. I was disappointed. I was throwing telephones around, punching steering wheels.
It's an emotional. It's a rush, isn't it? You don't know what to do. You guys lost that game. You guys did. Oh, you could have limped into this game. Those guys don't have any skill. They're not talented. They got Matt Ryan. They got Julio. At the beginning, all we had was George Kittle and Mostert today. Oh, that's such a strange game.
Yeah, I know, but like some of the other members of the family, Ronbo?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hello? Yeah, like some of the other members of the family said today, like Julio, why not double team him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Everybody wants...
He's all I got. Shut him down. They do it to every other player. That's good.
Do they, Tony? I don't remember the 49ers ever doubling anybody. We've got a lot of arrogance on our defense. These guys stay in their zone. With Richard Sherman, I guess, you know what? I don't think Julio has quite the day he has if Sherman's on the field. It's okay.
You're probably right.
Sherman will be back. I think the 49ers took it easy today to some degree, even though nobody's ever going to admit it. but I think they may have taken an easy day. Sherman's not on the field. Julio doesn't have that kind of a day. I just don't think so. So, it is what it is. We'll be fine.
It is what it is, but look at it this way. If we win today, we're going against the Lambs with a bit of confidence. If we lose against the Lambs, what happens then?
Now, you know what? Watch it. They'll come out with a team looking like crazy next week. Don't look for the 49ers to look like that anymore this year. But, Tony, we're out of time. We're going to go. Because we're short after the game. Let me see you tomorrow for Raw, okay? Yeah, okay. That's what Nintendo. Last time our D looked elite was the Packers game. That's true, huh? They have. That's why I'm telling you right now. This offseason, you know what I'm going to be campaigning for? I hope the 49ers pick up another young defensive edge. I don't care about how many times. I don't trust D Ford to stay healthy. He can't do it. And when he gets this operation, is he going to be okay afterward? A little scary. Hey, Chris.
Yo. Ronbo.
Chris. What's up, fam?
What's going on, Rambo? We're long time listener, B. Our defense looking suspect since the Rams, man. Since the Ravens, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
I know. Well,
but anyway, man, hit that like button, man. What happened? What's up?
Well, the Ravens, the Ravens were a tough team, and that's a legitimate opponent. And playing them to the last second, I got all the respect in the world for the Ravens and the 49ers' effort in that game. I mean, they've beaten some teams to death. I mean, including those sorry-ass Hawks. They beat them to death. I mean, and we played them up to the fourth quarter and had a chance to win that game, And then we go in and we beat the Saints, and we beat the Green Bay Packers. The defense it's been no rest since week 3. Injuries, tired, fatigue. Although this is their job, and they got to find a way to come back. And I think they will get another rush of adrenaline after this week because now it's for the money. I think they'll be okay. I think they will.
I truly hope so, man. I truly hope so, man. And what happened to our receivers this week? Today? Ain't no receivers showed up today. They
just
stood
don't
in New
get
Orleans,
it.
I think.
And their defense ain't that
they
good.
stood in New Orleans.
Their secondary's not that tough.
Man.
I do not understand what happened. No.
I don't know. Their defense looked like our defense.
Yeah, right? Trade places. But their secondary. I mean, Debo. Well, Debo had one play. No Sanders. Sanders, I think, had 2 plays. It was all George Kittle. What happened to the plays? I have no idea.
And then people talk about, they mad at Kittle because he fumbled. He was the only guy playing.
No, I ain't mad at him.
What can you do? All right, no, I wish he would never fumble, but it happened.
He needed some help out there. That's what I'm thinking. Get him some help. Don't make him do the whole thing, guys. Manuel E-Man, Debo, use somebody else, Kyle. Stop calling his number on every play. I don't know. I have no idea what went on with that.
And they should have double teamed Julio Jones that last play. I don't give a F. They should have double teamed that guy. He was getting the ball. Even Stevie Wonder would have seen that coming. Yo, Rambo, anyway, I've been listening to you for the last 4 years, man. I love your show, man. Everybody hit that like button. Yo, thanks to you, B. Thanks to you. I know you've been keeping me updated to the of Niner News. Man, listen, man. Love your show. Yo, thanks. I wanna know what's going on. I wanna know what's going on with it. That's what's up.
There you go.
I haven't
Appreciate
heard
you,
from him
fam.
in a long time.
All right. We'll continue.
Be safe, Rambo.
We got this. You know what? We're panicking now because we lost the game, which we're not used to because we don't lose. But I think this will straighten itself out soon, so don't worry about it. We'll be okay.
Yeah. Nah, I know. We was worse last year.
I know.
We gotta remember,
Charles, we're a little bit spoiled. Now we can't handle a loss. We got to get over that. All right, Charles.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I got names flashing everywhere. Chris, man, sorry, man. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
For sure, man. Love you, Rambo.
All right. Love you back, fam. Have a good night.
All right.
Okay, now.
You too.
Hey, Charles.
Ronbo, I'm pretty pissed off, but right now I'm pretty calm after just an hour of, thinking about it.
I know. It's something we weren't ready for. It's the Falcons. We're the red hot 49ers. This narrative, of course, sets us up. So if anything goes wrong, we go nuts. So we need to put it all in proper perspective. NFL season is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And if you lose one, don't come all apart. I'm sure the 49ers are not going to come. They're going to get back. They're going to regroup. And they're going to figure out what they did wrong, if that's what happened. I'm not sure about that yet. I still don't know what happened in the offensive game. But I got a feeling they'll fix it. And
yeah.
The
only thing is, this is the only, I know it's not good news, but it's going to help us in the future. Bobby Wagner sprained his ankle and may miss the next few games.
You're kidding me. You're not. Did you make that up? Is that true?
No, Ron,
Wagner's out.
I went on IG on a Seahawks fan page, and it says Bobby Wagner sprained his ankle and Quandre Diggs. Bobby Wagner may miss the next few games.
I love it. Well, Seahawks, you guys can stop talking trash. If you ain't got no linebacker, we will tear your liver out, and you know it. I can't wait. So anyway.
But Ronbo, this loss goes on the entire coaching staff.
Yes.
Robert Saleh, what are you doing putting Emmanuel Mosley in man coverage with Julio Jones?
Hey, but he did a good job, actually. You know?
No. He did a great job since it's Julio Jones, but it's Julio Jones. Like, why would you do that?
I know. You need help with Julio. No matter who you are, help is needed with Julio. Even a broken down, Julio's not even healthy. You can tell the way he was running. Julio was limping around for a while. I said, look, Julio, man. Is he trying to fake people out? And then he goes out there and runs around and can't nobody do nothing with him.
This man had like 20, I think he had 20 targets. And I had 20 total targets. And on the final play, I was like, I don't care if we lose, just don't let it be Julio Jones. Just take him away, double him. I knew they were going to go to Julio Jones.
No, you're right. Belichick would have took him out of the game. You got to take out a team's best weapon if you can. Don't let him continue to play after play. That's all Matty was going to, was Julio.
If you beat me with your third or fourth option, I can live with that. But you're not going to beat me the way that you're with your number one and the way you run things. If you run the football, I'm going to make you pass. If you pass the football, well, you better start running the football better now.
That's it.
That's the formula.
And you may see that later. I for some reason, I don't know. I can't believe a professional team would do it. I don't know if they took that team serious or not. But Charles,
we didn't.
Yeah,
we went through the 3 games, the 3 hard games, and
chill.
We started lining our schedule. We took a breath and said, "Oh, thank God it's Atlanta. This is gonna be an easy win." And that's where immaturity comes in. That's why we need Richard Sherman on the field. So because he's been through this before. He's seen this in action.
Charles, we really got to go. It's short after the game, but tomorrow night on Raw, we'll give you a little more time. But we got to go now. And I tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. Hey, there's Taco Kill. Roaches always show up when you leave food out, overnight. Taco, we've not seen you in a long time. Where you been, man? If we never win, how come you ain't been there? Hey, it's Ed. Ed B is the sickest. Lost to the Falcons, back to the 5th seed. Ed B, you lost last week to the Rams. So, it's all good. You can have fun. Hawks fans are a sad group. I don't blame y'all. If I seen something better than me and I could have a joke that day, I'd take advantage too. You guys are just nothing to get excited about, so we never get excited about when you lose. I thought it was funny, but that was it. Hey, Buddha.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? Can you hear me okay?
I hear you, Buddha. I hear you clearly. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So I you know, I'm not, I want to call myself a psychic, but I called it way early in the game. As soon as we came out flat, I'm like, oh my God, I think we're going to lose this game. And I kept having that nagging feeling throughout every single series.
Because they wouldn't pick it up. You're right. They just look worse and worse almost every series. So what are you guys doing? And they haven't looked like that all year. Even in our worst games, even against the Cardinals, they didn't look this bad. The heck were they doing?
This kind of just wakes me up to, I'm like, oh my God, I started remembering the past and how we used to look like, you know, and I'm like, no, don't bring those.
I know, right? It is scary,
don't bring those memories back in. I'm like,
yes,
yeah, I know.
It was.
Especially against the Falcons.
Oh.
It was a trap game, and we just have to admit it was a trap game, but we could have even not let us. We trapped ourselves. we let them, you know, beat us.
But did it look to you like they weren't playing hard?
Crazy.
Did it look to you like they really weren't? Did you notice they weren't? Did you think they were really playing hard though? There were times I thought the 49ers were just coasting.
They were coasting 100%.
They weren't they? They didn't look intense.
Yeah.
George did, but the rest were sort of like, nah, we're here today. Let's just get this done.
Even I don't know how to. Even when we won that call at the very, very end, where the guy, you know, the ball was it did touch the ground and he didn't have control.
Yeah.
And then I still thought we were going to lose the game, and I kept doubting my own intuition, but my intuition is strong, so it's crazy.
I thought it was a catch. I never seen the ball hit the ground. I guess they said from the time it hit the ground and then he lost control of it, it wasn't full control catch. But when it went between his legs, he still caught it before it touched the ground. I thought it was a touchdown. I thought it was over.
No, the issue was he had it held by one hand, and then as soon as it came back up, he lost control of it because it went bobbled. He bobbled, and then he re-caught it, so he didn't maintain control through the first part of the first catch. I don't know. Those were two gnarly back-to-back calls.
I know. And then they still had time on the clock. I said, it's over. And Julio leans over breaks the plane. And they were going to say, no, he broke the plane. They'll see it on the replay. Game over.
Yeah. And I wish if he had at least gone for the tackle in the middle of his back, he would have stopped him. But he went super, super low and let him break the plane.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to make that hit, of course you hit him high. What do you think he's going to do, drop and go under you? Oh, sometimes you can't think fast enough when these things happen, though, because they happen so quick. So anyway, it's one loss. We'll be fine.
I'll keep it short. I know. It will be fine, 100%. I think we'll come back. And it was, bittersweet because I was like, okay, we lost, and I saw the Cowboys got fucking the Cowboys.
It's the same thing I had last week.
I was happy about that.
Right? Last week I was laughing because the Rams beat the Hawks to death, and then this week we get to watch the Rams get beat to death. So you know what? It's gonna be fun next week to see what happens. We gotta go, fam. Let's see you tomorrow night on Raw, okay? All right, Buddha. And Sheik.
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on?
Sheik, we're just trying to figure out what happened. I mean, the high-flying 49ers all of a sudden ran into let's see. I really, I don't have any respect for the Falcons this year because they're not supposed to be respected. So that's why if we lost to the teams, we lost to the Ravens, and you can accept that. I cannot accept the loss to the Hawks because of what took place in that game. But this game, there's no excuse. This is ridiculous. Robbie Gould out there missing field goals. It's just really strange how that game went down. But anyway, Sheik, if this is your moment, get it off your chest, Sheik. How is it?
There's so many. It's bad, Ronbo. Breda fumbling twice.
I keep forgetting about that.
Kittle. But you know what? You know how one of the biggest beat. Kittle, he Oh man, he should have had that ball and just won him the game, and he knows
He was getting ready to turn
and,
the corner too. You're right. The ball just got away.
Yeah.
He never does that.
You know that. The issue I have, the biggest issue is Kenneth Bourne and Deebo Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
They've been playing every week. Their strap on their gloves always open, and when Deebo was about to get that catch, his glove was half off.
Took his eye off the ball.
Off. Yeah, and his glove was like literally half of his hand is off.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, please watch it again, guys. Like that's ridiculous. Some people, if you're not happy with their certain gloves, and have a different glove. But like, if you're gonna have a flap that's hanging out and not strapped in, this is why you didn't catch the ball, Deebo. Kenneth Bourne as well. Like he had a good catch. He helped out on the third down play. But the thing is,
he missed one.
We beat ourselves, Ronbo. We've been beating ourselves.
Anytime they lose, that's what happens. Yeah, nobody's beating the 49ers this year. The 49ers are beating the 49ers. Oh. We made jokes about that at the beginning of the season, but now we see it's true. The 49ers get better beating themselves than anybody else in the NFL. Nobody can come in and just beat them. When they do, it's by the last second. But we find ways to lose these games.
And the thing is, having no D4, Richard Sherman, Ronald Blair, Alexander, they're all missed. It's crucial that we miss these guys.
Those are leaders.
Because too. Eric Armstead, we all wanted him too. And Eric Armstead, I really I do want him back, but he's slow on the edge.
That's not his place. I don't want him out there.
He's not his place.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why D Ford, please, for the love of God, the hamstring, stop ailing D Ford, man. Please, let it go. Somebody, the doctors, massage, go deep tissue in that thing. Do something to help this guy out. We need him out there.
I'm telling you right now, Sheik, we're going to argue next year about whether we should draft an edge rusher or not. I'm telling you right now, D is never going to be healthy. He's going to come out, first game of the playoffs. D Ford's out. Oh, surprise. Who didn't know that? I know it's going to happen. God.
And the crazy thing in Ronbo, we won the playoff berth, and the Rams lose, and it doesn't feel like a victory. So, 49er fans, faithful fans, next week, when we beat the Lambs' ass, we will act like it's a playoff win. All right, guys? So put your heads up.
And
we're fine. Week 17 is the division. That's when we
That's
celebrate.
the game.
Come
in,
game.
balls to the wall, and stop them lousy escape artists from getting the first another step. Sheik, we got to go, though, fam. Let me see tomorrow if we're raw. All right. And let's go. Put it on 49ers. It's Sage. Thanks. Sage 213. Thanks, fam. Oh, God. And think about that. In 2 weeks, you'll get all this feeling will be gone because after crushing that team in Seattle, so we can end this joke this year in fine fashion, everything will be fine again. Josh! Josh.
Hello?
Hey, Josh. Come on in, Josh.
This is Chanel.
Who?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm getting all kind of signals here. Daniel, come on in, fam. What's up? Now I'm hearing Shaleo. Okay. Shaleo!
Is it my turn?
I don't know. I'm not keeping. Anyway, Shaleo, come on in, fam.
It just told me to get the mute off.
Yeah. Shaleo, we're 11-3, and we're in the playoffs because the Rams lost, and we're mad as hell. Hey, Shaleo, I'm trying to make sense of what we're doing.
With all the callers too, I'm pissed off. We lose the winnable game.
Shaleo,
we had them.
Your sound is breaking up. Is there any way to maybe your microphone or your headset or whatever your mic on your wire?
Hello?
That's a little better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really pissed off
good.
about this game, like the rest of the Empire. It was a winnable game. We could have capitalized it. We could have still been in the hunt for the number 1 seed, but that doesn't matter. We made the playoffs, so
No, we're still in
look
that.
at the positive.
Shalil,
We're still in it.
that.
Exactly. We're still in it, but everybody's fighting for the number 1 seed. But it's whatever. We made the playoffs, so
yeah, that's
matter.
the point.
But things that really pissed me off. The other caller said it as well. I think his name is Sheik. Debo's glove was really off that game. You could see by the replay that the glove was all the way off when he tried to catch it. The glove was not strapped.
I wonder what was that about? Does he never wears it like that, does he?
When he ties up the glove, maybe it's too tight, but that's not an excuse. That should be better. You should be strapping on your gloves and ready to catch the ball. And my other concern is I'm having a problem with George Kittle catching every single ball. Where the hell is our receivers?
My question
they were
all
in
day.
New Orleans,
right?
They were in New Orleans, but they weren't here today. I didn't see any of the receivers, and I kept seeing Jimmy keep throwing the fucking ball to Kittle.
Every
Kittle.
shot. It's like you couldn't find anybody else.
I love Kittle. I got nothing wrong with Kittle. I love Kittle, but the problem is we gotta move the ball around. Like I
you
said
don't want to overdo
last
it
time
with
when
him.
I called in, we gotta move the ball around to other wide receivers to get the ball. Like we should be finding guys like Devo, Kendrick Bourne. I don't know what it is with Jimmy G, like trusting like guys like Emmanuel Sanders. I think maybe Emmanuel runs
good.
his route or something.
Yeah, and normally he can lose his man. I really wish I knew. I got to go back. I don't want to look at that game again.
Jimmy have a good? I see Jimmy talking to Emmanuel Sanders a lot. KB. I just don't get it. Why he keeps throwing the ball to Kittle? There's something going on that other wide receivers are not getting the ball.
Well, they may not be open. That's the only. Jimmy doesn't mind throwing the ball to those guys. I don't think they were open.
I think it just comes down to route running. I think they're not running. Once they do their route, they're already, they're already covered by the defense.
Because how many times did you see him go to a check down today? I've never seen G have to go to the check down that many times today. George was standing over there, and he was a check down too. Hey, Jimmy looked downfield. The defensive line was all over him. He'd maneuver around. He's still looking. He drops off the Kittle again. Oh, man. Really? Those guys are not that good. They're shutting our guys down, all of them. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you, Shalil.
And, Ronbo, this division is going to come down, like I said as well when I called in last time. This division is going to come down to the Seattle game.
The last game. And I'm hoping so. I can't wait. Shalil, we got to stop, though. It's after game, so we keep it short. I'll see you tomorrow, though. We'll get into it a little more, okay?
See you tomorrow, Rumbo. Later.
All right.
Shout out to the Niner Empire. Later, guys.
All right, man. And Dancing with Nintendo. I'm back again. This is a conspiracy. The 49ers gave this game up like a prize fighter, throws away a fight so that the Seahawks game brings in ratings. I've heard, I just don't want to believe the mob is involved with football. I know they run boxing, but I just hope that 209 Merced, California. Merced. Hello, Merced.
Ronbo.
Yeah. What's up? Who is this?
What's up, man? This DJ Red.
Did you say DJ who?
DJ Red from Twitter.
DJ Rev? R-E-V?
R-I-D.
Oh, DJ Red. Hey, what's up? DJ.
Hey. How's it going? I think I'm experiencing like a slight delay, but we'll get right into it right now.
Go right ahead.
All right, man. So I feel like the whole game, as far as the offensive scheme, it was very conservative.
Wasn't it?
How do you feel?
plain. I've been crying about that the whole time here. We didn't run. It looked like a vanilla offense. It looked like a preseason offense. We weren't doing anything special. It was just Jimmy and George Kittle playing catch with Mostert running the ball and TC and the running backs. But there was nothing elaborate going on or nothing really that would bother any defense. I really don't understand.
Yeah, did you notice a lot of the passes were like sideline to sideline because nobody was able to get open?
Wow. That's the first time that's happened all year where nobody was able to get open. I mean, even if one guy's covered, not all of them. I really don't know what happened.
Man, I don't know. Like, Jimmy G is great, man. I thought I was seeing C.J. Beathard in our worst season like 2 years ago.
And also, I really don't see the defensive line was all over. I got to tell you those. Red, there's something about Weston Richburg did a lot as far as aiding the audibles and things like that. I'm really worried. Was this offense ran mostly through Weston Richburg? I don't know what's going on. Because that's Kyle Shanahan's offense, the Shanahan family offense. The center is he has to look at that defense and he has to make a call. I don't know.
Yeah, who's on center right now is Garland, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's able to do that or what. But we saw a dramatic difference. But they looked good last week. Garland was in the game. I do not know what's going on. But that was not a Kyle Shanahan offense.
That's what I was thinking. Like last week against the Saints when Richburg went down, Garland, I didn't even see a difference. I didn't even know he went down.
Garland did a good job. Actually, last week.
Yeah, man. This week was just one of those crazy weeks, totally unexpected. And I told my girl, you might laugh, but she's a diehard Cowboys fan. But I was telling her,
this happens a lot.
I was telling her, you know what? After this loss, I need to call my 49ers therapist. I need to call Ronbo.
The thing is, I don't know about you, but if you listen tonight, I feel a little more comforted than I did before the game is ending. Of course, we're mad as hell. I don't know. Now I think about everything involved, and we're in the playoffs already. We're still in position to win the division. And you got to win next week, and you got to beat those wretched Hawks, and you win the division. So it's not over, but this is not something I expected. Well, you didn't either. None of us did. The Falcons, really? So,
do you think it was one of those like? Okay, so the coach from the Falcons, he used to be a defensive coach for the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what Dre thinks. Dre says that since Dan Quinn was the coach and they worked together, that Dan Quinn probably lined up a game plan to stop Kyle. I don't think that Dan Quinn is better than Belichick and everybody else. I don't know. Maybe he did, but I really don't know. We got tell you what, Red, we got to go. Because we're short after the games. Tomorrow, though, we'll have more time. Can you get back tomorrow?
I'll do my best, man. I work late out in Tracy, but man, it's been a pleasure. And everybody, keep your heads up, and we'll get the next two, man. No worries,
DJ. I got a feeling it's coming up. All right, fam. Have a great night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You too. Bye bye.
Hey, DJ, I like that area percent, Tracy. I always love the weather. It's warm and dry. Hey, Trez! Oh, wait. And one of the founding members, the original TNT, Trez! Feels bad.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo. Go on and put some red and gold up in it.
I have a batch here waiting just in case you came, Trez. I was waiting, man. Trez! Trez, come on in and let it out, man, because Trez puts it in perspective.
I'm going to put it in perspective real good. It's a shame. It's an embarrassment that we lose this game today. It's an embarrassment as far as our coaching staff is concerned. It's an embarrassment to the organization. Rumbo, we're not in the NFL to give anybody a game. I don't know where people getting this. We got a game to lose. We got a game to burn, and it's going to come down to the last two games. Now, you take care of your business.
Always.
That's what you do. You take care of your business first. You understand? That's what you do. You don't come out here
with this bullshit game plan that Kyle Shanahan had today. You don't come out here with this bullshit game plan that Robert Saleh had today. They had actually one receiver. This is not the Atlanta Falcons with Sanu, Ridley, Julio, Hooper. This was a one-man show. Right. Yeah. This was a one-man show. And you double team, everybody in the league knows you double team Julio, one over the top, one underneath. You take him out of the game and you say, beat me with everybody else.
Right.
That's just the bottom line with the Falcons. That is it. That is it. I don't know what was going on today with Kyle Shanahan. But see, here's the thing, Ronbo, and I say this a lot. Kyle got a sense of arrogancy about himself, man. He better really, really check himself. I'm telling you. Because like I said, we're not going to go far. And right now, everybody understand this. We are the 5th seed. We deserve to be the 5th seed right now.
True.
We deserve to be the 5th seed. We deserve it. Because when you don't take care of your business, you know what I'm saying, and handle it, this is what you get. And this is what we are right now. So we deserve to be the 5th. We deserve to go on the road right now and face whoever we got to face. And no matter how our road, if we make it that far to the Super Bowl, because it's an if, you know, everybody think we're sure locked now. No, because we have no pass rush right now. Right now we're suffering. We have no pass rush. None. And Robert Saleh looked like the same old mummy from 2018, that mummy Robert Saleh that I talked about like a dog, that I told you showed no emotion, no nothing. He looks just like that today. That's the one we got from 2018. Looks horrible. You know what I'm saying? He was not into the game himself. I don't know what he was called. He dialed up not one blitz, Ronbo. What does Matt Ryan do when he's pressured, Ronbo?
He messes up, throws interceptions.
He throws interceptions. He throws. Did we send the blitz at him? Did we fluster him in the pocket at any point in time? No. We had him out there, made him the second coming of Russell Wilson and all the other running quarterbacks we faced.
I know Matt Ryan.
Matt
Ryan running.
Was he
that was
Lamar
a sight.
Jackson? Was he
Lamar
Jackson? I'm serious, man. Was it Lamar Jackson out there? You know, it's ridiculous, Rumbo. This is an embarrassment, man. It really is. It really is. We did not take care of business today, and we were supposed to take care of business today, man. And I got to hear this shit here in Atlanta because I live here. That they do. Really?
Yeah.
I did not need to hear this bullshit that they're gonna say all year long. Well, we beat y'all. That's all that matters. Y'all, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That just pisses me off. But I'm going to keep it short, but Rumbo, you know you got a bet to pay off, too.
Which one?
Lisa. You remember that bet you made with her early in the year? You forgot about it. You forgot about it. You remember if they win, if they beat us, you were supposed to say, Falcons! She's looking for it, Rumbo. She's looking for it.
You think she's listening now?
Yeah, she's gonna be listening, Rumbo. She called me earlier and said he better pay my bet too.
Oh no! I was hoping you were gonna say, well, she's probably not listening now. Okay.
I said, well,
and I'm a man of my word.
I'm a mention.
I will do this. Her name is Lisa, right?
Yeah.
All right, Lisa. A bet's a bet. If we would have won, was she gonna yell Niners?
Yeah, she was supposed to do your Niners holler. Yeah, that's what she did.
All right, here we go. Oh, God, this is going to hurt.
You know, Robo, I know because, look, I got to put up with this mess
on a daily basis. So I'm going to get my medicine and take it right now and get it over with. All right, here we go. Oh, hey, fam, excuse me. I made a foolish bet. I had no idea, but I got to do this, all right? So excuse me. I just don't listen, okay? Falcons! Oh, God. Whew.
Hey, okay, bet paid, Rumbo, and yeah. But seriously though, get back to our business, man. We cannot do this. We cannot do this.
Trish, you know we got to extend it tomorrow.
Playoffs like that.
I know we'll get it right.
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, you know, it was, as my partner said, it was cute and curly tonight, but no, fellas, no, we can't do this. Yeah. And I'll bring the rest of the heat tomorrow, Rumbo.
All right, Monday Night Raw. All right, Trez. Good night.
Sir.
Night, Lisa. Hey, fam.
Bye.
Oh, God, I can't believe I forgot all about that bet, too. K. Hendricks.
What's up, Ronbo, man? I'm highly disappointed, man. This don't make no doggone sense, man.
Join the party. We're all sitting there trying to figure out
absolutely inexcusable, man.
Went home and got
inexcusable, bro. Inexcusable, man. We should not be making Matt Ryan look like a god, man, especially in our home. That was unexcusable, man. This is the wrong Rumble. This is the wrong time to be fooling around, man.
True.
Last 3 games, first seed, and we make you Matt Ryan feel comfortable,
right?
Rumble, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something. When I was watching that game, man, I seen a lot of errors. That's why I seen a lot of errors, man. When defense was on the field, when I was looking at them, I seen a whole lot of communication. You had Fred Warner telling somebody to do one thing. You had people in missed positions. It was a whole lot of mixed messages. Why do you have Witherspoon guarding Julio, man?
I really don't know. I thought that Mosley did a better job. Whew, man.
Ronbo, I've been a Niners fan since I was in Panthers, man. I've never seen no weird game like this a day in my life. That was one of the most weirdest football games I ever watched from the San Francisco 49ers, man.
Boring, slow, and then you get
I ain't seen Ronbo. I ain't seen Emmanuel Sanders. I don't know what was going on during halftime. I ain't see Sanders. I ain't see Street. What was going on, man?
I have no idea. I really don't know what's going on with that offense. I mean, Sanders never he got 2 plays. We seen Debo, he got 2, he dropped 1. The rest of the time is all George Kittle and Mostert. Matty B came in fumbling the ball. When's the last time Matty B fumbled the ball? And TC.
Rama, I'm gonna tell you this,
man.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. This was a wake up call. This was a wake up call, man. If we go into Saturday doing this mess, because we play on a Saturday.
That's right.
Saturday at 8:30. We go in there playing like we did today. We in trouble, man.
Yeah, because the Rams
got
to be mad as hell.
Oh yeah. You got a team that's confused about their management, that don't know the difference between friends and the game of football, because that's exactly what the Cowboys are going through right now. That's their problem. They don't know. Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett are friends, but they can't separate that from business. That's all that is. And you let them beat the Rams. So I know the Rams gonna try, bring their A game, man. We can't go in there playing like that. Inexcusable, man. Inexcusable.
Well, the Rams coming to us next week. That's the killer
thing.
Yeah. The 49ers be clowning with them like they was clowning with the Falcons today. Yeah, they're gonna get a whooping. So,
man, inexcusable, man.
Okay, we gonna keep
no reason why we should have made.
We're going to keep it short tonight, but listen, tomorrow night at Raw, I'm sure we're going to break this all down to see what in the world just happened. All right, fam. Look for you tomorrow
night. All right, See you on Raw.
And, hey, yo, Emilio.
Yo. No?
Yo, I can hear you, Emilio. Barely hear you, but I can hear you. Can you...
can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little better now. Okay. Emilio, your feelings on this strange game. What in the world was that?
That was a football game.
And the 24th ranked defense. I mean, their defense is ranked. Boy, they ain't got no ranking. And they just shut the 49ers down. What in the world?
Well, you know what?
We got one receiver. They took everybody else away from us.
Let me tell you this. It's funny. I was paying. You know what? I was watching the game, but I kind of didn't care less. Because something told me they're going to take it so easy and go so slow that they're not even going to try.
They're
going to try to pull off a win. And they're going to try to win. I see. From the time that first drive went off, I said, yep, this is going to be a slow-paced game. They're not going to try. And they're going to just try to cruise along. I said the first thing that went through my mind, they're worried about injuries. They were like, yeah, they can play their hearts out,
try to blow them out of the water. But I can tell you the way they were playing, you can tell that was they didn't want to get injured. You get so see it. They were trying their hardest not to get injured. I seen that because they were not really tackling as like they were supposed to be. So if you really pay attention to this game, they were really trying to avoid injuries because you got to really realize half our defense is hurt. Literally, half our defense is just out. So
but Emilio,
this kind of helped them.
What about the offense? What does that got to do? The offense wasn't trying to execute. Kyle was out there running boring, vanilla plays. Okay, go ahead.
But I realize that too. But it just also think about if we really were trying to throw this ball, trying to block it. It's just any injury, especially on offense, is going to really kill us. Usually, Jimmy gets hurt, we're really going to be done. I honestly, if people can say Mullins can do it, Mullins comes in, let's say Jimmy got hurt next game. Mullins comes in that first game, we're done and over in that first round. I don't see it happening. So I kind of understand why it was kind of really slow game. Like I said, I seen it was a really slow pace game. It was done on purpose. You may disagree with me on so many counts, but the way I saw it, I really thought it was just going to be just trying to run the ball, kill some clock, and get a couple first downs in there. They were doing that, but at the end, it kind of felt short. It just, like I said, like you said earlier, I heard a few calls. It was it didn't bug me at all because I knew I already from that first drive. Like I said, I already knew what kind of game this was. It was gonna, like I said, a slow-paced game. They didn't really too much care if they lost. They wanted to win, but it was like we lose, oh well. Because I already see they had said before that even Shannon had said it before. I think the division is going to be won at the end of the game. Who's going to really win the division and the number one seed with the Seattle game, and that's what it is. If Seattle wins, number one seed. We win, we're the number one seed again. So that's what it really boils down to.
We can, from what you're saying, we can deduct then, since the Hawks got the brains beat out by the Rams last week, the 49ers just kick back and relax. Hey, we know we can beat that team. We'll just go ahead and play them later and win it. Could be.
I know people are people get irritated, but just really look at it. If we would have played hard times, let's say somebody would have got hurt, then everybody everybody would have been worried about it. Just really wait because they're going to play balls out come that Seattle game. If we beat the Rams, they're going to play balls out come Seattle, and that's going to either decide. We're going to get the number one seed in the NFL.
Yeah.
No, not even that. The number one seed. We win. We get the number one seed all around because we had already beat the Saints and we beat Green Bay. We would get the number one seed all out.
All right.
So
we got a game time. We got to cut it short.
I'm just saying. I get that, but everybody just relax. So it's not saying it's okay we lost or do. Y'all got to
but don't overreact.
The main thing, we haven't had a bye week. So you got to understand why they took it easy this game.
Yeah.
They might somewhat try to take it easy next game, but Seattle's the game that we really need to win.
That's true. All right, Emilio. I'm going to see you tomorrow.
You see me, I'm always negative. You see me, I'm always negative.
Yeah, no. And today he's Emilio's the voice. Emilio's the voice of reason.
I'm positive on this one.
We really got to go, fam. All right. See you tomorrow. Let's go, Jim Brony.
God. Hey, I got to tell you, Ronbo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, that Emilio just took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Yeah.
And so did you. Look, we played vanilla, bro. I mean,
I thought so.
I think he's let me ask you a question. How many times did Kittle go up the middle?
I mean, it was just all day. And for the rest of the time, he's just checking down.
He didn't go up the middle. They were checking down. They were throwing him wideouts, screen passes. He just like that dude said. They were playing this game for injuries, to avoid injuries. Not one person got injured this game. They were playing this game to avoid injuries. They were playing Kyle Shanahan. Look at what he did in that Saints game. You're telling me that he couldn't come up with a goddamn play to win this goddamn game?
I know. Boy came up he pulled the rabbit out of a hat. Yes. So he's got more.
We have a 4-9 team. Are you kidding me? After he just killed the Saints are a top 5 defense. This team is a number 28 defense in the league. Are you telling me he can't come up with a goddamn play?
I think that was it, Jimmy. I think, like you're saying, take it easy. We're not going to do anything crazy or exotic today. I think we can get through this team without going nuts. Let's do this. And they did it, and it didn't work. Man, we're all exactly. Nobody's hurt though.
No, because that's the point, though, right? Yeah. Because they know by when the Seahawks lost that game to the Rams, that was what determined what was going to go on in this game.
Probably, huh? And I can actually buy into that.
Because it doesn't make a difference, Ronbo. If we lose this game or we win this game, we still have to win out to get the number 1 seed.
True.
It does not make a difference because there's no way that Seattle's not going to lose another game. They're going to win out. They had Carolina. That's a scratch. I mean, that's a win. They fired their coach. They got Arizona.
They beat Carolina today.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So and then they got Arizona, who plays like dog shit onto us. Right? So they already know that they have to win that Seattle game. So this game did not matter to them. They were just like, look, I can't afford to get any more injuries. We're going to play this vanilla, and we're just going to get out of here, win, lose, or draw. I don't care. Seattle lost that game to the Rams. That's exactly what Kyle Shanahan did this game.
Could be. Makes sense,
you can tell by the look on his face.
I know, but he was pissed.
He
did not intend to lose that game in the fast enough because some of the things are going on out there. You seen Kyle's face after a play when they really did something boneheaded? He was mad. So, maybe like you're saying, though, he still wanted to win.
But where are the receivers? Like, what are you doing? Like,
I wish I could. That's the question. Why, Kyle? And you could have got George hurt today. That's all it was, is Jimmy and George playing catch. Nobody else can play today? God.
Where's Debo? Where's Debo at? You know what I'm saying? He gets
E-Man.
Debo had one catch.
E-Man's good. Why can't we throw the ball to him?
They had 3 catches combined. Debo had 1 catch and 1 drop. And
he had 2 chances. He dropped one and made the other. That's all right. You know,
he just put up 48 points against the Saints. What are we doing?
We're 11-3. Oh God, Joy, I tell you, we're gonna go. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
All right, fam.
We're gonna win out. We're gonna win out and get that number 1
I hope
seed
so.
anyway.
This is strange.
We'll bounce back. You know how we bounce back off of the losses, Ronbo.
Yeah, that's true. We'll probably get the Rams might be in real trouble.
Rams better watch out. All right, good night, Ronbo. Take care.
Good night. And Rick. I thought it was just that's Jabroni. Rick, we talked to Rick earlier. Hey, Rick.
Bro, what's good?
Nothing, Ricky. Nothing is absolutely, everything is wrong. I ain't even go, I was going to have some pizza. I ain't eating that pizza, man. I just ruined my day. Just, losing to the Falcons.
Right.
It's just
not. Right. This is analysis, and I'm beyond part of other things. The thing that bothers me the most right now, Ronbo, is I see a sneaky trend that bothers me a lot, and it's this. On 4th and 1, we either have 2 options. We're either going to pass the ball or we're going to kick a field goal or a punt, obviously. But we know playoffs are all about situation. That's why everybody likes to pass so much, because they're well coached in situational football. In the game against Seattle, when the run was working, we didn't go for it. We kicked or missed it. When we played the Ravens, running the ball down their throats, we decided to go to a pass. It gets batted down. Now, even the pass play that worked with Kittle last week, he had to call a timeout to readjust to another play, because obviously the play that he was going to pick was probably trash. So it's like the thing about Kyle Shanahan, as much as I like him as an offensive coach, I think he gets really cute when it comes to running regular plays. But, on a 4th and 1, it's like, do you not trust your running backs? If you don't, then just say it. Because you've been showing it. Because I can't remember for the last time when we had a 4th and 1 other than like a Jimmy G sneak. And the thing about it, playoffs come. It's going to have to come down to, we can't just always go to pass. They're going to Kittle. Somebody's going to realize in a minute, he's going to throw to Kittle. That's it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. So we either going to have to come up with exotic plays to run the ball on 4th. Because if we ran the ball on this game tonight, we ice the game, because I knew when we kicked the field goal, I said, first of all, we're playing like crap. We don't want to double Julio Jones. I don't know why. This baffles my mind. He's the only person they really had, but we just let him just go off. So like, okay, we played we'll let Kittles go off on our side. We'll let Julio Jones go on our side.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a touchdown, whatever. I'm not going to blame the refs. I'm just more mad at situational football, and we have to clean that up. If we trust our running backs, Mostert, who to me is more the bell cow than even just Jeff Wilson, on the 4th and 1, go for it. Go for it. Every play doesn't have to be a pass all the time. We're 11-3. I'm happy we're in the playoffs. Like you said before, I'm not happy with losses. Win out, but I don't want to hear no crap about this is a game we can just throw away. No game. We can throw away because we're good. We're talented, but we're not that talented where we can just have an off week and just think it's okay.
They're okay, and it doesn't help your situation to be losing games. I think, though, in fact, Shanahan did not intend to lose that game, but there may be some truth to the fact that we cannot afford any more injuries. They might have been trying to tiptoe through that game. I really wish we knew so I could put that to rest. I need closure on that. That was the worst offensive. The 49ers didn't even try. George Kittle and Jimmy playing catch all day. And most
we're going to regroup. Like I said before, the only thing, like I said before, more so than anything else, we need to clean up that situational 4th and 1 crap because it seems right now the only option we keep doing is passing the ball, which worked once, didn't work the first time.
It's not going to work every time. You got to be careful about being routine on anything in the NFL. Family, let's see the ball, fam. We always keep it short after the game.
Absolutely. Hey, 7-3, we're in the playoffs. Go Niners. I'm frustrated like everybody else. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Clean it up and make our run because we still win the Super Bowl, but I'm just pissed right now.
Yeah, I know.
Clean
you
it
got
up.
a right to be. So, all right. Let's see what happens next week. All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right. You do.
Oh, God. And Jazz, what are his names? Jazz and DOSAN Senja. Okay, so Jazz just call it Jazz D. He says, Ronbo, the real MVP, has been saying this a short episode for an hour now. I love it. Thanks, man. I know I'm passing out. After the game, I always get weaker and weaker. I'm going to hold on now. David, thanks for the contribution too, Jess. David Landrum for Juice TD. I'm going to go back and watch the game just for that. I was like pissed off at that moment. I look down, I look up, and there's Juice running across. And did you see what Juice did? I'll never forgive him for that. Juice could have ran in the end zone. He's like, picks the ball up, he runs over. He's like, are you celebrating? Get your ass in the end zone first. What are you doing? That was a scary moment. But he got in. We got in, so yeah. 909. Hello.
Hello.
And what is this?
Rob.
Yes, what is your name?
Rumble.
Yo, hello.
Yeah, hello, Rumble. My name is Eli Munguia, Güero Munguia.
Eli Munguia, hey, Eli.
Rumble, I'm pissed, and I'm worried too much.
I know, Eli, man. It's not looking
What
good.
The hell? What the hell? Is that how we're going to play the next two games?
I know,
what
right?
The hell, Rumble?
I'm worried a little bit worried. I'm worried because I think maybe they were like cruising today and maybe they'll get pumped up next week. Scary thought.
Exactly. If we play Rumble, we play like this today, what's going to be coming for next week on a Saturday? Short week, too.
Oh, that's right. It's a short week. We got it. We lose a day.
Yeah. Now get this. Now, Rumble, get this.
Yeah.
Rumble. Now, the Rams lost. Now, they're going to be all pissed off. They're going to want to win us for sure now.
They are going to be pissed off. They're pissed off now. So they're going to come in and play as hard as they can because they're not going to the playoffs. That does it for the Rams. So the Rams are going to come in, well, if we ain't going, we're just going to make it rough for everybody else, too. So they're going to come in playing, they're going to be playing hard next week.
And now, there's a person that wrote you on the text saying his name is Luli. I forgot his last name, but anyways, he's saying I call Shrek Wilson because he looks like Shrek. I call Shrek Wilson. Supposedly Shrek Wilson. It's a lot better than Joe Montana. I said, you crazy dude? Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Eli, you must have been the one that insane person was talking to. He says, go on, admit it. Russell Wilson is better than Joe Montana. Now that is straight up comedy. That is extremely funny. So I couldn't even do anything but laugh. That just shows the ignorance of it. That's just stupid. But anyway.
Yes. Come on now.
They are not in the same hemisphere. Huh?
Ronbo, I appreciate you taking my call. I love your show. I'm
Thanks,
watching
Eli.
it, man.
Thanks, Eli.
God bless all of you.
Hey, appreciate you,
I'm
fam.
a true fan, but thank
All
you.
right, Eli. Love you back,
Okay,
fam.
bye-bye.
You have a good night, too. All right. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. See, this is the thing. You know, if there's anything that bothers me about losing a game, them low-class Hawks fans coming in talking like they got a better team. You and I both know they don't have a better team. I'm sitting there watching. They got half their roster out, and when that roster was in, they wasn't that good even then. Now, as soon as they get the opportunity, they hustle in. Here they come. Oh, they lost. Let's go say a bunch of strange things. It's not going to help you, that Hawks fans. You guys are who you are, and that ain't anything special. So go ahead, have your fun. It's not often. This is the only third time you can even get to do this. So understand, yes, indeed, you should have your fun with this. So go ahead, laugh, Hawks fans. We'll see who's laughing in 2 weeks. Fam, I'm going to go and lay it down, get a nap in after. I always get one. I get more one out when we lose the few times we have. I get more one out when we lose than when we win. I'm pumped up. I mean, can I say, yeah, it's Ronbo, yeah. I want to skydive today. Can I get in? Yes. That's only happened once. You got to have cat-like when you hit on the ground. Land softly, you'll be okay. Fam, hit that like, please. I can't wait to see you tomorrow after we've had rested up and got over this. Woo! What am I looking at here? Oh, J10 says, hey, Robert, did you realize that all of the 49ers losses came down to the last second? Yeah, always. That's just how good this team is. See, that's why teams like the Hawks don't know what that's like. When the Hawks gotten beaten this year, they got their brains beat out from the beginning of the game to the end. See, that's why they're envious. See? It's tough being at the top, you know? I know! We still here.